everybody. Welcome to Impossible Coin. I have arrived via Conestoga wagon to today's recording, where I believe that in West Texas, Rocky Hardy is perpetually disappointed in me.
Yeah, because Brian keeps trying to run through the camp, and I have to tell him, you can't run through the camp. Other people are doing stuff here.
But what if I just want to, do kind of like a strong jog through camp?
No, can't. Sach is over here polishing his gun. Tegan is trying to pet the dog in silence. Shit. Can't run.
Just let me pet the dog, man.
Wait, is this show Red Dead 2 now?
Yeah.
Just let me polish that gun.
Only if you can pet the dog.
If this show is Red Dead 2, can I, not fall through the surface of the earth?
No, you have to do that at least once. That's a mandatory thing.
Unless you walk carefully.
Right. If I have to witness the endless explosion and death of a single horse clogging up an entire road, you have to fall through the surface at least once.
Well, that does sound fair.
Okay. Over here, prepared to die of a terminal illness, but set up the much better prequel, Tegan Somerset.
Yeah, I'll die dramatically of TB. I'm down. I can pick that up.
Fantastic.
I'll die simply to advance the plot. That's fine.
Oh, God.
And with the most dynamic testicle physics in the entire broadcast.
Oh, Jesus.
Big Sach.
I don't need to know that.
Oh,
That's a lot.
I mean, I seem to remember at least the first third of all Red Dead 2 headlines being about horse balls.
Yeah, that was the early marketing was very much surrounding the horse balls, dick, and pooping.
Jesus Christ, video games, everybody. Video games.
It's just Rockstar, dude.
Check out these horse balls.
I gotta say, the horses do poop a lot, though. That was a thing. The horses would just start shitting all the time whenever you could just see the shit all the time.
Yeah, but can I cling to the side of my horse to hide from people and then just say,
"Do it"?
Yeah, you see? All right, fuck it. 1 star. That's how it's done.
As a person that spent some time around horses, I should say, it is hard to hide on the side of a horse while it's walking, and horses do shit a lot.
But can you, in a husky and hoarse voice, say, "Do it," and then your horse just poops?
I mean, I've never seen it, but I can believe that with a trained horsemancer, it could probably be done.
If you say that word right as the tail is beginning to lift, the timing would be well enough that people would think you did it on purpose.
So you think that Hot Strat Tegan is just to fake the funk?
Yeah, exactly.
Convince people that you're, making a horse shit on command.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Fake the Funk sounds like an excellent band. I'm on board with that band name.
Oh, man. I feel like Fake the Funk is either, a real good band or at least 80% of their gigs are at an Applebee's.
Okay, but hold on. So, Fake the Funk, obviously you would think it's just some sort of, college funk band, right? But turns out it's not. It's a dark wave duo.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
And, they use bits of, future funk bits in their dark wave. But that's their shit.
What is Darkwave? That sounds like an anime attack.
It's up there, but with music, T.
It's an anime attack with music, so they're bards.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is they're bards. Horse bards, okay. Yeah. We've discovered the ultimate D&D class, horse bard.
What hand signs do I need to do the dark wave?
You need at least boar, fire, and monkey.
That sounds right. That checks out.
I had a friend in elementary school who used to do all the Naruto hand signs, and he once told me that he did the fire jutsu.
Did he have God and anime on his side?
Yes, he did, yes.
Sach, how you doing?
I'm okay, this was my spring break, and I did precisely nothing this week. I slept a lot and played a lot of Bloodborne.
The Bloodborne is a game that doesn't stop.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give our audience a little inside baseball here.
Baseball? I did not sign up to do a podcast so I could pretend to play a sport. I'm bad at sports.
We did fish last week, Tegan.
Yeah, and I'm bad at sports. I'm bad at all the sports.
Well, I think you'll be okay with this inside baseball,
Okay.
Tegan. Whenever we have Sach sit in and hang out with us for an episode, despite the fact that Rocky Tegan and I do this literally every fucking week, Sach shows up and is like, "Hey guys, do you mind if I be the one who's the most organized?" Sach is over here with his lettered bullet points, making us feel small inside.
Listen,
I think I'm okay with it, though.
I mean, I'm cool with these bullet points. Like, I'd like to see what they come out to, because the audio is what's important, Brian.
yeah,
That's true. That's true. Ah, man.
So, what are you running this time on Bloodborne side?
Well, so this is my problem with Dark Souls and Bloodborne, and I love those games so much, especially Dark Souls 1 and obviously Bloodborne. But what ends up happening is every time I go in, I'm like, all right, I'm going to look up all these different builds. I'm going to do a magic and a faith build this time. Word.
Oh, God.
And then I hop in the game, I'm like, nah, I'm just going to level up dex and strength. It's cool. I'm just going to use a great sword, and it's fine. Like, I'll just play the game like the same way I always play it. And it's fine, but it's super fun. I don't know. Bloodborne is the same thing. Like, I was like, I'm not going to use Ludwig's Holy Blade, even though I'm mostly doing strength and skill. And I ended up still using Ludwig's Holy Blade, and yeah.
It's like, here we are again.
Yeah, what I'm worried about though with Bloodborne is like, I'm at Rom the vacuum spider.
Oh yeah,
The vacuous spider. I'm wondering if I'm gonna hit a wall, because going through Bloodborne and Dark Souls again, I always have an easy time. Like, not easy, but I tend to, all right, I can kind of get through these bosses. Not 1-2 tries. It's like, it's light work, But then I always get to like the halfway point of the game. You're like, oh, okay, like shit, like this is actually hard. Like, I actually got to try now. Again,
yeah.
It's not like just like going through the early game.
It's not muscle memory anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Bloodborne does have that vibe to it. But I mean, I don't know. Like, sometimes I feel like that's part of the fun. Like, I mean, it's different if like you get stuck at a certain place for like weeks and you're like, I don't want to play anymore. That's definitely a bad time.
Yeah, I think like my first time I played Dark Souls, it was like Capra Demon and then Ornstein and Smog that really fucked with me. But the in Bloodborne, I didn't really have that, where I like ran into this wall that I just couldn't get past, and it just like took me weeks and weeks to get past him. I like Bloodborne. I think Bloodborne might be their best one, to be honest.
It's definitely the smoothest presentation.
Yeah, I like going through it. It's a little bit tough to know where to go next. That's kind of my problem, where it's like, even though I've played it before, it's not like Dark Souls where I know, oh, okay, I can open up this shortcut and do this and this and this and this and this and this. In Bloodborne, because each world is kind of like its own separate thing, and there's a lot of connectivity, but it's not almost that Metroidvania style that Dark Souls 1 is, where it's just like this world that's just completely connected that you can just access all over, and like you look over the cliff and you see the Darkroot Garden beneath, and you're like, you can look up from Darkroot Garden and see the Undead Parish above, and all that kind of stuff is really cool from Dark Souls 1, which I think isn't there in like the later games and in Bloodborne. But Bloodborne still has that, just like that. I don't know, I think the setting and the combat are just really, really good. I love the combat because I play super aggressively in Dark Souls 2, so I like just to play aggressive and get in there and smack some beasts up.
It's actually really cool in Bloodborne because, when you're swinging at stuff and like something actually gets a hit in, like you're not forced to like back off and like reset. It's like, nah, I'm just going to keep hitting. I'll just regen that health. Whatever.
Exactly, yeah. I like that a lot.
That's cool, man. I see here that you're making some new music. You're into pedals right now.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of guitar lately. I just bought a Bigsby. If you guys know what a Bigsby is.
What is a Bigsby, other than sounding like someone's butler?
Bigsby it's like a vibrato, like a tremolo. And does that help? Like a whammy bar?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a system. The way whammy bar systems work, it's a whole thing. But like certain guitars have springs built into the back with like a cavity and then the whole thing, because it's all wood and metal and, you know, there's tension and the wood warps, and I'm not going to get into all the physics of it, but, like, it's an attachment you can put onto guitars that don't have a tremolo bar, like, in them, a whammy bar in them. But you have to drill holes into your guitar to do this. So I bought this other thing they sell called a Vibramate, which you can, like, it's like a plate you can put on your guitar to install the Bigsby without drilling any holes. Although I don't know if I want to do this myself or if I want to just take it to Guitar Center and have a guy do it for me. But
I'm a big fan, whenever possible, of having a guy do it for me. I don't know what that says about me.
No, I'm with you 100%. Yeah, I watched a YouTube video and I'm like, you know, that looks easy, but I don't want to do this myself. I can't do this myself.
It's one of those things where you look deep inside and go, is there a way I can fuck this up? And if I do...
Well, of course!
If I do, am I going to feel real bad about it? Then you ask the bonus question, will it cost me a lot of money to have fucked this up?
Yeah.
And if the answers to all these questions are, yup, fuck it. Get a guy.
Go
Get a guy.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Also, I've been into pedals a lot. I don't know. I've been into making a lot of noise music and shoegaze type stuff. So it's just been...
Shoegaze is pretty
Noise
cool.
music?
So it's just been...
As in, like, you're the Mertzbow now?
Yeah, I just like, you know, making feedback and stuff. I mean, the band I'm in is a little more traditional. We do kind of like just kind of more like punky stuff, you know, early 2000s type stuff. So when I'm at home, I like to just kind of get a little experimental with it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I also spent a lot of money on video games, like Devil May Cry 5 and Trials Fusion. But I spend most of my week playing Bloodborne. So, there you go.
I feel that.
Was it Fusion? What is the new one called? Rising? Trials Rising?
Trials Rising.
Yeah.
I was on the beta for that one. It was pretty cool. It's definitely not like my favorite thing, but it's definitely a good way to pass some hours.
You know, I never played any of the other Trials, like HD or anything, but I did play Trials on miniclip.com, if you guys know miniclip.com.
Yeah.
Was it like a Newgrounds, which wasn't Newgrounds?
Yeah, it was Newgrounds without the tits.
Wait, Newgrounds had tits?
Yeah, dude.
Wait, dude, you didn't know?
How do you
What?
not know that Newgrounds had tits?
Look, traditionally, when I would look for tits on the internet, I had different resources.
You gotta remember that Brian was also, you know, like an adult man in, like, the heyday of
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I seem to remember that the only real thing that I would play on Newgrounds... I'm going to die now if I can't remember the name of this game.
Come on, Brian, your life's on the line.
I know! Look, Rocky, don't make this hard. I'm going to die.
Brian is old and he will die.
Oilgarchy, yes. There was definitely a period of time where, like, I was playing me a lot of Oilgarchy because I really enjoyed the premise and I liked being good at it.
Okay, what Oilgarchy?
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
assuming
remember.
you are an oil tycoon, but, like, walk.
All right, so basically, in Oilgarchy, you are a shitbag owner of a major oil corporation, and you start out with access to the ability to, like, put, like, oil derricks in the United States, and you're like, as my need for oil grows, I can now put oil derricks in other locations around the world. And, like, in the game, you'd be like, oh, okay, I've run into a hostile government. How do I want to take care of this hostile government? Do I want to not so subtly just pay them off? Or do I want to, like, use lobbyists in the United States setting to, like, come up with a bullshit war to invade this country so that way, like, I'm essentially drilling for oil in occupied territory.
Oh, my Lord.
And the thing that I really, really liked about the game was that it, like, played out fossil fuel reliance to its, like, inevitable conclusion. In the game,
Okay.
you would get to a point where you had, like, drilled the entire world dry, and you were now, like, running, like, processing factories for, like, human corpses.
What
Jesus,
the
to get
fuck?
more oil.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like that
Jesus.
infinite paperclip game.
Yeah, and the game had, like, 6 possible endings. There was, like, the you were jailed for your crimes against humanity ending. There's your company goes tits up. There's mankind dies out due to your, like, bullshit. There's mankind dies out, and it's even worse because you got to the human processing factories. And then there's, holy shit, like, mankind realized that you and your type are monsters and have actually taken action to stop climate change. But, like, there's whole sections where you have to, like, report to the stockholders. There's sections where you're, like, attempting to influence elections through donations. Like, you've got, like, little Blackwater dudes you can send in to countries. Like, it was insidious in, like, how accessible this, like, Flash game basically represented being, like, an oil baron piece of shit, and the fact that, like, it was doing so from, like, a position of, like, being fun to engage with and also educational. Like, the kind of things that Ian Bogost's game do, or if you're actually adhering to the rules of Monopoly, Monopoly does.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the kind of stuff you see now more often than you would see on You would think to see. I mean, I think of Newgrounds and I think of Alien Hominid, and I think of the games where you would play dress up with the ladies on the things. And
Playing dress up with
Yeah.
the ladies.
that was literally
Yeah.
the games. Those were the games.
It was
You just-
pre-gotcha, dude. Like, someone figured out, like, what if I could charge you for each individual dress? And it's like, now those guys are millionaires.
I'm being viciously attacked right now, and I don't fucking appreciate it.
Man,
I'm sorry, Teeks.
Alien Hominid is a good ass game. I just assumed that everybody else
I love
played it
Alien Hominid.
on the GBA.
On the GBA.
Yeah.
What? It was on the GBA?
Yes, it was.
I know it was on Xbox Live Arcade. There was an Alien Hominid HD.
Yes, it was. Yes, HD. Because when it came out on Xbox Live Arcade, that was already a re-release with higher res graphics. It was Alien Hominid HD. Where did it come from originally? It came from PS2, GameCube, and GBA.
Wait, so what was I playing then?
Well, it was also on Newgrounds.
Oh, it
but
was also on Newgrounds. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was saying, I used to play Trials on Miniclip.
Jesus Christ. Rocky, I'm disruptive.
Yeah, but, you know, it's cool.
That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, I used to play this Trials game on a Miniclip, and I used to love it. I remember my friend, he had 2 desktops in his basement, and we used to, like, sit next to each other and, like, play like Flash games and stuff, like, all afternoon. It was
That's
pretty
boys.
fucking fun. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, man. Yeah. Brian, what have you been playing?
I want to feel bad. Look, guys,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
This week, I played a lot of Hearthstone.
Cool.
Yep.
We're back on the bullshit. What happened at Hearthstone? How many packs you opened?
Oh, I didn't open any packs this week except for, like, my my Win Your First Tavern Brawl of the Week pack.
Okay.
I will be opening some packs next month when the new expansion comes out.
You gotta do it on stream. Do it on
Yes,
stream.
unbox.
Do it on stream.
I don't think I'm the right kind of person to do an unboxing or a pack opening stream, because here's how it's going to go.
Whoa, hold on. There are certain people that can unbox and people who can't. What does that
let me
mean,
tell you about,
Brian?
Let me tell you about the people who are bad for this. All right?
Uh-huh.
So, I'm going to open all these packs, right? And then I'm going to look dead ass into the camera and go, okay.
You don't even have to be on camera.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you could just like, because I know you experience good things when you get a legendary. Like, I mean, just share that with other people.
Yeah, but there's so many bad legendaries, Rocky. So many bad legendaries.
Then trash the bad legendaries.
There's so many bad.
Like, that'll be great.
It's kind of like if you're opening classic packs and you're like, oh, good, Millhouse Manastorm. Who gives a shit?
That sounds like content to me, Brian.
Yeah, that sounds like content.
Yeah.
Well, apparently I'm wrong
The
again.
negativity.
Just believe in yourself, Brian. That's the thing. You're wrong because you don't bet on yourself, man. That's weird. I don't get it.
So what happened in Hearthstone?
What happened?
Or I guess there are two things. They announced the new expansion, and I'm kind of excited about some of the new mechanics they announced. It kind of made Daddy want to get in there.
Don't call yourself daddy.
Please
I
don't
want
do
to call
that.
myself Daddy if I
Don't.
want to.
I
If I want to.
feel
Please
gross. I need an adult.
Daddy got in there.
I don't like that. I
need
don't
an
like
adult.
that.
Daddy got to open his card packs.
I need a shower.
Daddy got to open them packs.
Ugh.
God, no.
Well, it's a good thing I'm taking a shower after this.
Seriously.
Daddy's gonna take a shower.
God, no! No. That was disgusting.
Oh god, just tell us about the mechanics, please.
Okay, all right. So, in addition to them like announcing the new expansion, which has some like really satisfying mechanics,
Mhm.
there are spells now that just get stronger the longer they sit in your hand.
Neat.
Oh, that's fun. I like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds fun.
That's a
And they-
cool micro decision.
Yeah, like the risk reward and like, do I cast this now or do I really try and go to Value Town?
Mm-hmm.
There's a 5-mana spell now called Hagatha's Scheme, and it's deal 1 damage to all minions. Longer it sits in your hand, now it's deal 2 damage. Now it's deal 3 damage. I'm like, oh man, that's super hot. But the other thing that happened, something which happens right now, is they've rolled out a new deck builder.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it used to be that when you would use a deck builder, the deck builder would like suggest all of these like really horrible cards that nobody uses ever, and you're like, okay, thanks deck builder for suggesting fucking belligerent gnome, and deck builder would be like, yeah, you're welcome. I suggest belligerent gnome in every fucking deck, and it's completely useless in all of them. And so as a result, like, nobody used the deck builder ever.
Okay.
And so now, when you use the deck builder, the deck builder's like, I am pleased to present to you, based on your card collection, the mathematically best deck you can have. You just press a button, and it's like, here you go. Best possible deck with your card collection.
I like that.
Yes. And it's kind of created this like moment in Hearthstone where you're seeing a bunch of people like running these like mathematically best possible decks. Now you can do stuff like, say, pick some cards and say like, I want this card definitely in this deck. And so then based on those decisions, it'll then build the best possible deck around them.
That's cool.
That's really
Um,
cool.
Fascinating.
Yes. And so you're seeing all these people now who are trying to run like deck builder decks. And so it's really become like a separate the big boys from the kiddies kind of moment. Find out like who can fight and who's stuck in the bathroom at Arby's. And it's like all these people who are using the deck builder deck, and you can just like see them and you're like, yep, you're running deck builder warrior and you still suck.
Okay.
So yeah, all these people who are now running the best possible deck and they just don't know how to pilot it. They don't know how to, like, make that deck exude value for them. And I'm like, okay, so that's the thing. Is that all of these people before who were, like, say, going to Hearthpwn or other sites which would have, like, deck strings that you could copy. It would also have, like, 4-year-long YouTube videos on how to play a deck and like very, very deep mulligan instructions. I'm like, all y'all can't play a deck unless you also get like a 4-year-long YouTube video and like detailed mulligan instructions.
Mulligan as in like mulligan like in golf?
Mulligan is in like when you get dealt an opening hand, choosing which ones you want to discard, reshuffle, and replace.
Okay.
In Hearthstone, you're allowed to reshuffle your opening hand.
Yeah.
So if you're like, oh man, this is all dog shit, you can shuffle that back into your deck and ask for more cards. Because different decks are going to have different ideal opening hands.
Right. And it's drawing from a deck. It's your opening hand is not always going to be ideal, and so you can kind of pick and choose which ones you want to redraw.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you have a chance to discard once. Like reshuffle once. Now, if the cards you get the second time still suck, then what you need to do is hope that your deck doesn't rely on some ridiculous combo and that you're boned until you gather it in your hand.
Okay, so basically the deck builder has revealed that a significant population of the Hearthstone playing community isn't actually card literate. Like, they're not Hearthstone literate.
Right, yeah. A significant percentage of the Hearthstone card community needs to watch like very long YouTube videos and read big long how-tos on Hearthstone before they can pilot a deck. That if somebody's just like, here's a deck, now play it, they're going to be like, oh, well, allow me to fuck this up.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Last year in League of Legends, what they did is that as League of Legends continues to get more and more complicated, what they've done is that there are so many players that are performing at such a low level that they actually dug a hole deeper than the current like ranked bottom floor. Bronze 5, or like the bottom of the bronze tier, was people who literally had no idea how to play the game, or trolls that were openly ruining other people's games. Yep. And so what they did is that they created a league beneath bronze called Iron. So the lowest you could fall now is Iron 5, which will likely just spread out those people, that hopefully the people who are trying but are just bad have an opportunity to not play with like trolls that were openly ruining their game, and the trolls will fall lower. But the opposite could also happen. I know that Hearthstone has a rank system like League's called Ladder, and I'm saying that with the community being exposed like this, do you think they might dig a basement for them the same way?
Well, a couple different things is that, like, what happens is that whenever, like, say, a new expansion comes out, there is a deck which is not necessarily the mathematically best deck, but there is a deck which is the most reliable deck in the current meta.
Right, the all-rounder.
Being like, okay, like, assuming that X, Y, and Z are the most common decks, then A is the best thing to run because X, Y, and Z are so prevalent. And so you start to have this like meta which shifts to like counter the counter. For example, like now, since the new expansion has yet to come out, like 80% of decks are all like these fucking Hakar and Gen Greymane decks. Then what happened is everybody's like, oh, okay. Like, since everybody's playing, I'm sorry, not Hakar, the stupid odd card, Baku the Moon Eater. So since everybody's playing these Baku and Gen decks, then people are like, oh, I just need to play really hard aggro hunter to burn down my opponent as quickly as possible before they're able to get as much value as they can from their modified hero power. Which happened as a result of the Baku running wild all over the ladder. So I don't necessarily think that they're going to dig a floor for people who have been in the game and are still just bad. What I think will happen is that they'll continue to try and create new tools for player onboarding. Like, they already created like new ranks below the previous floor, and the only people who can have access to those ranks are literally people who've never even hit rank 25.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is a rank 50 through 26, but the first time you ever hit rank 25, you can never fall below it again. And And I'm like, so this is a new player onboarding thing. So that way, like, you're not exposed to the nightmare of everybody running the same deck all the time that they learned from the internet. Just this unstoppable Ouroboros of fucking hunter decks. Like, you're going to be down there with all the other new kids going like, wow, Hearthstone is fun. I designed a deck and I like the synergies and it's all fun and let's all go to a tavern brawl together and this is neat. Nope. Sorry, kid. Welcome to rank 25. Now everyone plays the same deck. That's your life now. That's your life now. Oh. The thing I'd like to see them do is that, like, right now they have like a daily goal system, like an MMO where you log in and you're like, do this thing today. But nobody ever wants to accomplish their dailies on ranked. Nobody ever wants to like run their dailies on ladder. So what happens is everybody just goes into casual play to run their dailies, which means that casual play is actually not casual play. Casual play is actually rapid knife murder. You go into casual and you're like, oh, I'd just like to play a deck with this fun game with this fun meme deck. And like you'll queue into like 10 matches in a row, which have these like strong murder efficient decks. And you're like, well, I guess I'll never get to play this meme deck because I just got murdered in 5 turns. And this guy had like Kaliseth on turn 2 and fuck me. So I think a thing that they could do to create a safe space for players to learn and become less shitty and maybe learn card synergies and learn deck building and, you know, come up with like innovative new ideas, you know, like turn casual back into a lab, is if there were certain types of dailies that could not be accomplished in casual play. So, like, if you want to go into unranked, you can't do your, you know, X, Y, and Z dailies. I think that would be a thing that would probably help with, like, player quality of life and allow people to develop skills.
I feel like that's
Tegan, have you completely zoned yet?
No, I'm just thinking. Because, like, that does sound really shitty. I feel like if I was constantly getting murdered in casual play, I too would just give up. So I think you're right.
Yeah, I'd stop playing the game.
I'd just be like, well, I'm gonna suck at this until I dump a shit ton of money in it and never pick it up again.
Yeah, and the problem isn't that person has necessarily has or hasn't dumped a shit ton of money in it. There's just people who are cruising casual play with these incredibly efficient decks, just trying to like murder rubes to get gold, and it's just lame. It's fucking lame. I want there to be a safe place for new players to like learn the game and for idiots to play meme decks.
What if they made like a separate, instead of a casual play room, they made a separate room that was like, you can accomplish your dailies in here, and in the casual room, you can't accomplish any dailies in here.
That's a little of what he said, but I guess like a third room would be different. Like,
yeah, instead
like
of just like, yeah, instead of you can't do X, Y, and Z dailies in this room. Just you can't do any dailies in this room. Fuck it. You can only play in this room, and if you want to do dailies, you have to do one of these 2 rooms.
I think that if like they gave it some like in-lore name that people were into, ooh, this play area is called Professor Putricide's Lab. You know, do all of your experiments in here.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah. I could be into that. Also, Hitman launched an elusive target where it was done on like the tiniest ass tiny map for Hitman 2.
Yay?
Very much yay, Tegan.
Oh, okay, good.
What map was it on? It was on the starting map, or
Hitman 2 was on the New Zealand map, which is
that like intro map where it's just the house.
Just the house.
What?
Oh no, it was good. So
That sounds kind of amazing, honestly.
That sounds insane. Yeah. Wait, tell me all about this.
okay, so this elusive basically removes because so you've played the game, Sarge,
Yeah.
so you know that like the way that New Zealand map normally works is that you approach the house is empty, and there are no people until you do this like one specific action in the house,
Then-
until
then
you
they
like
show
access
up,
a
right.
computer. Then a whole bunch of people show up. So what they did was they changed that shit out all like entirely. Like none of the NPCs that normally exist within New Zealand are there.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so they changed out all of the NPCs. You know, where like the garage had previously been the site of that like horrible murder where there were two different bodies.
Right.
None of that is there. There's been like subtle redressing to various locations throughout the house. So like everybody that's there now, like these are all new routines to learn. So it's not like say going into one of the normal maps and being like, oh, okay, like I know everybody's routes here because I play way too much contracts mode.
Right.
This is like everyone is new to me. I don't know any of these guards' routes. I don't know what's going on with this target, which is normally a thing with an elusive. So like the hook on this elusive target is you're supposed to be murdering this politician, and she has a perfect body double who is also in the map. So you need to hang back long enough to figure out which one is which, because they are physically identical.
They did something like that in the first one with the twins.
Yeah,
But it wasn't
the
as-
twins, but
they
like
were
one of them
next
was
to-
wearing the gold
Yeah,
watch.
that's all it
and
was.
so,
They were just next to each other, and one of them wore a watch, and one of them didn't. That was it. But it was just
right.
that's a similar. I think this is an escalation of that. You know, like
Yeah.
pardon the pun. You know, but
Yes.
but I think it is like like they've like that's kind of I think maybe where their head was at when they came up with that, and they're like, okay, we can't really do that yet, but maybe in the future we can have two people on the map that are exactly the same. You got to figure it out, and that's a really cool idea. So how do you actually? Is the elusive target over?
The elusive runs until the end of this weekend, so I think you've got like a little less than 48 hours to get it done.
Okay, then I'll try it tonight.
So, I guess like, Sachi, are you spoiler conscious?
No.
Okay, so I determined that the target smokes and that the body double does not.
Ooh.
Yep, which I established through some reconnaissance.
The body double is like, nah, man, that shit's bad for you. And the actual guy's like, fuck it, I can do whatever I want. He's like, alright, man, but I'm not ruining my lungs for that shit.
And so there is there's a newly placed like bodyguard in the garage who's like repairing something, and so I snuck up behind him. I got a wrench from his toolbox, went onto the second floor balcony where there is now a newly placed gas lamp.
Mm-hmm.
Loosen that shit with the wrench.
Ooh.
And then snuck through the kitchen where I grabbed car keys and got to use the new exit for the New Zealand map for the elusive, which is drive down the goddamn driveway.
Nice.
Yeah. No, like having to leave by the boat. Which was cool. So like, yeah, it's fun because it's such a small space. It meant that they had the ability to completely redress it.
Yeah.
Like you say completely redressing Sapienza would be like, say, just an absolutely mammoth task.
Right.
But by doing it in Hawke's Bay, like they could afford to completely redress it, which was very exciting.
That's super cool.
Yeah. Guys, I got a bitch here for a minute.
Sure.
So we release on Wednesday, we record on Saturday, and because we record on Saturday, I have a very fresh wound, which is I watched the fucking ROH 17th anniversary show last night.
God.
God damn it.
I saw you tweeting about it, but I don't know what ROH means.
Ring of Honor.
Oh, okay.
As if that helps you.
I mean, that sort of helps because, like, now I know what it means, and not just seeing Brian scream into the void
ROH,
about hashtag ROH, and I'm like, what? And then I click on it, and, like, the fucking Twitter tag does not help. I'm just like, this is a wrestling thing. Yes, but what? Nothing. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Sach, what if I told you they let Jay Lethal and Matt Taven go for an hour?
Yeah, no thanks.
What?
No thanks.
They
Wait,
just
what
let
is
them.
in-
They let them leave. They were
Yeah,
like,
no.
bye.
No, they
let them
wrestled. They wrestled
wrest-
for an hour.
Why would wrestling take an hour?
That's
Why
a good
would
question,
one-
Teeks.
Why would one wrestling match take an hour?
Okay, but listen. In Japan, it's pretty common for matches to go. Not common, but some of the main events they can go 40 minutes to 50 minutes. They usually have like an hour-long time limit. There was even a match, like a really famous one 2 years ago, where it ended in a draw at 60 minutes, where like the two guys are like crawling to each other to like pin each other, and it's like, 3,
Yeah,
2,
like
1.
it with a great match, like like with an all-time great match, like nobody is gonna like be like, this sucked that this match went an hour. Like,
Yeah.
no one's gonna be like, man, like that Flair Steamboat match in Chicago shouldn't have gone an hour. Like, it was good business, but this was Jay fucking Lethal and Matt fucking Taven in a, like, sloppy, like, boring as shit, no holds barred, bad brawl.
Oh, it was like a brawl?
Yeah. A brawl where it took them 40 minutes to get a ladder out.
Ugh.
Why? Don't
Because
ladders. When I imagine wrestling, having never seen wrestling, I imagine like at like the 10-minute mark, a fucking ladder just like jumps. It like spawns into the ring. It like jumps out
It
from
spawns
underneath, just like
ringside,
boink. Right, exactly. And they could just like grab it and whack it, and then as soon as their ladder breaks in half or whatever, another one pops up. Right? That's how wrestling works, right?
Just infinite ladders in wrestling.
Right,
Well,
exactly.
They're always under the ring,
The ring.
just like in the video game. You just go under the ring. On the right side, there's usually chairs and maybe a sledgehammer. On the bottom side, there's usually
A
tables.
variety of
Or-
folding
Yeah,
tables.
folding tables or some ladders. Although now
Can you
they have
pick
an
a very
LED
nice
thing
folding
there.
table?
Oh,
I would like to only use folding tables from IKEA. Can that be arranged?
as long
I
as
only
they-
want to attack my enemies with folding tables specifically from IKEA.
So, like, they shatter, like... when
Right,
you swing
exactly, in
someone?
1,000 tiny pieces.
Oh, God.
The match went so long and was so bad. At one point, I considered just saying "fuck it" and going to bed.
Yeah,
it was
why
like-
didn't you?
These are the killer questions here.
Okay, all right, and I can answer that question, Sach. What if I told you they did this nightmare trickery to us? They put on Bandito and Roosh after that. Isn't that the bullshit? Because they know what's up.
Is that because everyone wants to see these guys?
Yes.
Bandito and the Roosh?
Bandito is, he's a man. He's a fucking boss. I love
He's-
him.
Yeah,
Spanish?
Bandito and Roosh are fucking awesome, and they came out and they put on a goddamn clinic for 20 minutes, and it was beautiful. Beautiful.
So, clinic is a positive thing in wrestling.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Well, it should be. I mean, clinics are where you get your health care after you get all beat up by the infinite ladders.
Yeah.
Yeah, the clinic is where you go after Matt Taven.
That's the
happens.
aftercare for everyone involved.
Matt Taven aftercare.
Oh, man.
And god damn it. And they came out and they put on an absolutely great match. And they were like, okay, all right, we really need to start shoring up the Madison Square Garden show and making sure that we've got our shit announced. At which point, Dalton Castle announces that he is going to challenge Roosh at
Okay.
the Madison Square Garden show.
Okay. That's for your Madison Square Garden show. That's what you.
I'm here for this.
That's a big arena.
It really is, and they are the first people not named in the WWE to hold a wrestling show there in a very long time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the first people since 1993.
Ooh, that's before I was born.
Baby! Oh my god, a baby! Sacha's a baby! A tiny
Yep.
baby, wow!
It's this part of the show again.
Wait, does this happen every time?
Well, like,
When Sach comes on, we're like, oh my god, Sach is young. And then, like,
Brian's like, oh god, I'm old and I'm gonna die.
yep. So things that got announced for, like, the Ring of Honor versus New Japan show are, like, the Dalton Castle versus Roosh match. Also, they announced Jeff Cobb versus Will Ospreay.
Yeah, I heard about that. That sounds like it'll be good.
I think that's going to be okay, just as long as, like, Jeff Cobb murders Will Ospreay, because Will Ospreay is a douchebag.
He is, though.
He's such a fucking loser. Like, that guy needs to be away from Twitter for good.
Well, did you hear about the whole thing where he had a GoFundMe for his mom's car, and then he also did something where he had, like, just started a new promotion or something, and it was like, I don't know, people were like all up in arms. They're like, you had your fans pay for your mom's new car, but you like did this. I don't remember what it was, but it was some weird thing. Like,
My favorite, most recent Will Ospreay is on Twitter moment is basically every time B. Priestley is annoyed with someone,
right? Yeah.
here comes the most aggressive of Pokemon, Will Ospreay. He used Twitter. It's very effective. Good job, Will Ospreay. You're gonna sit there dunk on a bunch of women's wrestlers because, like, your girl's mad at them. Like, what the fuck? You just come off like this real loser shithead. I would like to see Jeff Cobb absolutely murder Will Ospreay. They had fucking Bully Ray come out because, of course, they did. It's a Ring of Honor show. Bully Ray then proceeded to be the carniest motherfucker and tease a match that's obviously not going to happen.
Oh, what was the tease for?
Like, he was obviously teasing Bully Ray v CM Punk. And it's like, okay, look, we know what's going to fucking happen. CM Punk is not going anywhere near the Garden. CM Punk is never wrestling again. What's going to happen is you're going to get to the Garden, you're going to walk out and be like, I'm Bully Ray, and I'm here for the one man who wants it. And then, like, people are going to be like, is it CM Punk? And then fucking Tommy Dreamer is going to walk out. And it's going to be 50-year-old fat white man barbecue. And they're going to set a bunch of tables on fire, and then the audience is going to fall asleep.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm probably just going to turn it off at that point.
Oh, God.
I almost bought tickets to that show. Almost.
You're a very smart man.
Yeah, I mean,
that almost identifies you are good and pure. Like,
almost
yeah.
identifies.
just like let's see here. At that point, Ring of Honor is going to be completely depleted, and what kind of matches can they put together? Running New Japan versus Ring of Honor talent. Yeah, like, obviously there will be some winners, like, because even though Ospreay's a turd, like, he's a pretty good wrestler.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see some, Okada. We'll see some, Naito, some Ibushi and stuff. But
the question is always, like, against who? Like,
Yeah,
who,
like, I
who
don't
actually
know.
makes the card? Because, like,
there's no Omega.
I really don't want to see, like, Okada versus fucking Cheeseburger, you know? Like,
Chucky, yeah.
yeah, so, like,
I feel like the
it could
last
go
card was
a couple
actually
different
very
ways. Like, there are things I'm hopeful for. Like, they put, like, their tag team belts on, like, PCO and Brody King last night. Which, like, means that there's a nice story there,
That's
because
good, yeah.
PCO is, like, literally an old man, and he's going to get to, like, run the Garden for the first time since, like, 1994. So good for him. Man. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm pretty sad with the state of New Japan. I mean, the Cup has been okay. I've only watched a couple matches, but like my interest in New Japan has definitely sucked out since mainly Kenny left, because I hate to be like, oh, you know, the Elite and all that. I do love the Young Bucks, but they weren't the main reason I watched New Japan. But Kenny was the reason I got into New Japan, really, you know? And I felt like there was more for him to do. I was just sad that he's gone. I don't like Jay White that much. Right. Like, I don't see... He's not a replacement for Kenny Omega, you know?
I think White is real good.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler, yeah.
But I'm not sure they have necessarily found the matchups yet. I don't think they found a good story for him yet.
Right. Well, yeah, like they're getting there, but they just, like... They need someone to pair him with that he can really shine against, that he can really just like show off why he should be the guy that, you know, we're watching, you know. I don't know, my girlfriend's cousin, or maybe her uncle, I don't know. He's young, but him and I always talk about wrestling whenever I go up and visit her family in Queens, and he loves he's always talking about Kenny Omega. He's like, "Oh, I love Kenny Omega, man. I love Kenny Omega." I don't know, it's just funny. Whenever my girlfriend goes up there, he always asks, you know, like, tell Sachin we're gonna go to Las Vegas and go see Double or Nothing. It's just the two of us.
Man, I tried to get tickets for that.
Yeah, we tried actually, but it's.
I fucking tried. I was in the queue. I had my pre-sale code and everything, and they're like, "Please select your tickets," and then it's like, I'm sorry, the tickets that you selected sold out in fucking 14 seconds. And I'm like, oh, I guess that checks out. Because I was like, all right, give me the floor seats. Give me that front row. And they're like, nope, sorry. Those were gone before you were born. Yeah. So yeah, watch the Ring of Honor 17th anniversary show. I have no one to blame but myself. There were some decent matches on the card. You know, Cobb put on a good match. There were some matches that couldn't be rescued. Like, there's no way that Mayu Iwatani was going to be able to pull Kelly Klein to a good match. Kelly Klein will always be bad. Mm. But, Sach, we have an important responsibility right now.
Yes?
My co-host, Tegan, very nearly stumbled into wrestling last week.
I did. So but close. My friend had a fever of 104. And it was hosted at her house, so I didn't go because I didn't want to die.
Yeah.
And I think that's a strong choice. But this is the time of year where I think somebody who's not in this shit is at the highest risk of being invited to a wrestling thing.
Yeah, I mean, just when I think,
yeah.
What is?
Yep.
They pulled me back
with
in.
The Manias in a couple weeks, and then the super card. What can we do to equip Tegan so that way she can show up and have a good time and not just stand there and go, why is that man got a table? Are they going to attempt to sell cookies?
Are they going to attempt to sell cookies in the middle of the match? Because that'd be great. Bring on some Girl Scouts and be like, you have to first beat up these children. And everyone's just like, no, I'll take 5 boxes of cookies, please.
Well, now I'm just trying to think of like what a Girl Scout cookies match would be.
Girl Scout cookies on a pole match.
First, they buy all of the Girl Scout cookies so that the Girl Scouts can safely leave the arena, and then they beat each other to shit with them, and there's just cookies everywhere.
There's one Girl Scout in a shark cage above the match, and they have to fight to open the shark cage and get the Girl Scout to sell them cookies. That's my match.
I'm saying what we're going to do is we're going to run this in an unlikely promotion. We're going to run this in WWE so that way our Girl Scout cookie match can be newly flipped face The Miz versus Samoa Joe in a Thin Miz versus Samoa match.
Yes.
Well, those are the top tier cookies, so like these better be the top tier players.
And can Samoa Joe come out with his pants that have like they're colored like the Samoas and they have the frills on them like the coconut shavings?
Yep, absolutely.
Toasted coconut shavings. Now I want cookies. Fuck. I don't have
There we
any
go.
cookies.
I made cookies the other day. I have some.
Is there anything that we can do so that way if Tegan is exposed, she gonna be okay?
I'm sure.
Which colors do I cheer for? Like, are they color coded the way like football players are?
No, but here's how I used to do it when I was a kid. I used to usually root for the guys that wore pants because I thought they looked cooler than guys that wore trunks.
I feel that.
Like the underwear.
Oh, is everybody not in the underwear?
You know how like
Some
some
people are
guys
in
they wear
shorts?
like the black underwear or whatever, or like the white underwear, and some guys they wear like
Yeah.
full pants.
And like the ballet belts, yeah.
Yeah, like I like the guys that wear like the pants. They all
Okay.
I thought they looked cool, like tights. They were tights, you know. I was like, oh, that looks
Gotcha.
kinda cool. You know,
Okay.
I just go with aesthetic. You know, I'm an aesthetic person, so.
So whoever's wearing the most clothing.
Well, you know, maybe not the maybe the most clothing. Maybe someone who's wearing the most extravagant clothing. They could be wearing less clothing, but it's extravagant. I don't know. I feel like you would like the Miz.
The what?
The Miz.
Google.
I think that's a good call.
Google. The Miz.
The Miz is Naruto.
Yep.
He's got douchebag hair.
I mean,
He's had several different douchebag haircuts.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong at all. Yeah.
You're not wrong.
I don't know how I
He's-
feel about this.
He's kind of Johnny Cage who doesn't murder someone at the end.
Yeah, he's like.
Johnny
Okay,
Cage from-
so who's the guy version of Asuka? That's who we like, right?
Asuka's awesome. I don't know if the guy version of Asuka.
Yeah, who's the guy version of Asuka? Because Asuka's like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure as a real character, as a real human.
Yeah.
And her outfits are really colorful, and I like colors.
Yeah, I like colors too. Her
Who's
outfits
got
are
the most colorful outfit?
colorful outfits?
I vote for them.
I wish the fashion police were still around.
I feel like a lot of boys would be like, I'm gonna wear red and black because I'm tough and a dude.
Yep.
Is there a dude who wears pink? I'll vote for him.
There was.
Yeah, there was.
Inevitably, there will be a man at the WrestleManias named Kofi Kingston.
Kofi.
Um,
Kofi.
He is a member of a faction, a tag team called The New Day. The New Day is normally in very bright and colorful, resplendent outfits.
Ooh, yeah.
They have a very happy vibe. One of them comes out with a trombone, and there is oftentimes anime bullshit or video game bullshit associated with their vibe.
One of them has
They
a.
once came
so-
out of a giant cereal box, which was painted with all of them as Super Saiyan. Super Saiyans. They were all.
This is great.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like these guys. One of them in the
Um,
picture I'm looking at is wearing a shirt that just says pancake power and has little
Oh,
like
yeah.
chibi drawings of them on it. I like
They
this.
throw pancakes out all the time into the crowd.
I like this. These are my dudes.
One of them cut a promo where he just stood on the ramp and talked about what shinies he had in Pokemon Go.
Fuck yeah, okay. This is my team. I like them. I
It's a
like
new
these
day.
guys.
Yes,
when
it
can I
is.
watch these guys?
Yeah, so Kofi has been wrestling for WWE for 11 years and has always been good and reliable, and they've always kind of depended on him to like put in really good matches.
When I was
But he's never had a singles run for the top title, and the crowd came together behind him in such a way 2 months ago that like it's kind of made it unavoidable for them. They kind of need to put a title on him at this point, and it looks like it's going to happen at Mania, and it will be a real feel good
it'll
moment.
be just
So
the best moment ever.
yeah, cheering for Kofi will feel good.
Kofi Kingston is the best. I love Kofi Kingston.
Yep.
There's also
Yep.
Daniel Bryan, who you shouldn't cheer for, although he's kind of saying things that are right. But
Yeah, I'd say low key cheer for him. Like it's fine. I mean, it's fine. Actually, wait, no, he'll be wrestling against Kofi.
oh yeah, so don't cheer for Bryan. But
Oh no.
Yeah.
he made a new belt, which is made of hemp and wood instead of leather.
Yes, reclaimed fallen wood.
So if I can I cheer for Kofi, and then if the other guy wins, I can still cheer for him.
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of those whoever wins, we win moments. Like, Daniel Bryan is out there saying stuff about how the boomers have fucked up the earth and
Nice.
how we need to prioritize fighting climate change.
Fair. Yes, okay.
And has said stuff like he hopes that his daughter grows up to strike many men in the groin because men suck. And
Nice! Oh, that's
And-
positive
Pretty great.
parenting.
he called the audience xenophobic and afraid of Muslims.
Yay! Oh my god, I love
Like-
him!
Yeah, you gotta watch that promo where he just he lays into them and
He's
they're
just
just
like,
booing him.
fuck
They're like,
all you guys.
boo.
He's like, you're xenophobes. And it's like, Jesus Christ, man, you're playing fucking, like, Pig's Testicle, Arkansas. Like, I don't think they know what xenophobe means, but
Damn, it's like that, Brian.
it is like that.
Oh man.
And I don't say that because, like, I think I'm over here being Dr. Sophistication. I just think that, like, Vince McMahon is a big believer in, like, throwing open the door and being like, what's the lowest common denominator? Hey, Sach. I'm
Yes.
Vince McMahon. I'm a billionaire.
Yes, Mr. McMahon.
Who's the lowest common denominator?
The people.
The people. They're dumb, right?
Yeah, they're dumb.
Okay, what if I turned my business into a $1 billion version of Golden Corral?
Oh man, that's amazing.
Bring me all the dumb people. That's pretty much how it goes. Like, wrestling when it's good can tell like a sophisticated, interesting story and like be really athletic and beautiful, and then Vince McMahon happens.
Yep. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I hope that we did not dissuade you from wrestling,
Nope.
Tegan.
Nope, I think I'm still about as intrigued as I was before, where I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but okay.
So what is going on, Tegan?
Nothing.
Damn.
Rip.
My Chewy box just got delivered, and it scared the shit out of me. Does that count?
Chewy
How did the box terrify
Yeah,
you?
my Chewy box. Okay, so it's a very big box, and it's got 60 pounds of cat litter in it. And
Okay.
when they set it down, they lean it up against the door, and it just went thump. And I thought for sure a cat had jumped off something and knocked something else over, but no, it was just the Chewy box being delivered.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're talking about cats leaning up against doors, and it reminds me of this fucking crime that happened in my backyard the other day.
Oh yeah, where the cats
Oh my
fought?
God.
In Ohio? So you guys have been feeding those feral cats, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay, in Ohio, those would be your cats. You would own those cats. They would be
Wait,
your responsibility.
Oh my God.
If you feed feral cats, like you just like legally own them now.
Yes, you legally own
Or
them.
legally
They are your
responsible.
cat. Yeah.
Fuck, that's intense.
Them's the rules.
All right, so you guys already know what happened in my backyard?
Yeah, but why don't you tell the fine folks at home?
Tell the
Oh,
fine
okay,
folks
just-
at home that your
Does
wife's
everybody
a
know what happened in my
voyeur.
backyard? Okay.
Wife's a voyeur. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like, so I'm sitting at work, right, and I'm doing what I generally do at about 11 a.m. every day, which is go, "Where's my food? I ordered Grubhub. Let me fuck off on Facebook for 10 minutes." And at which point I pull up these pictures, and my wife has photographed this like orange man cat who in picture one is just looking at this like little furry cat, and he just looks straight horny, just like mega horny. And I'm like, oh no. And then in picture two, exactly what you think is happening. And it's clear that like my wife has gone outside to position herself for better horny cat photography. And I gotta tell you, I'm as we speak, I am looking at picture two. I'm not sure he's getting the job done. You know, just based on like where the lady cat is and where he is,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he might be doing it wrong, guys.
Well, I assume there's some, like, wind up before the actual deed occurs.
I think
But
this
I
is all
don't know
pitch, no
anything about
swing.
cats, so.
Yeah, I mean,
This is all pitch, no swing right here. Like,
I don't need to see this photo again.
I think you do. I think it's all pitch, no swing.
Assuming that is true, Brian, what comes next?
What comes next is that we've contacted, like,
oh my lord.
some people who are going to give us those surprise feral cat, you're trapped in this box now boxes.
Sure.
So that way, the furry one who, like, comes around all the time, basically we can get her a spade and get her, like, a
Not
furry
fucking
cat
other
abortion,
kids.
so that way we don't have a bunch of small furry
You just
orange cats.
Go get her fixed, and go get him fixed.
Yeah, that's
what he
spaying.
said. That's what
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't think you can get her a kitty abortion. I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah,
No, kitty abortions are totally real.
What?
Totes real.
No.
What?
I
Cats
don't
have more rights than I do about what to do with my own body? Are you shitting me?
Well, the cat's not making
Yeah,
the
that's
decision, so you're
bullshit.
kind of in the
People
same
That's
are
boat.
still bullshit, though. That's still bullshit.
Yeah. As always.
Cats can get an
no.
abortion if a guy decides to, but I can't. Fuck that.
Okay, well, Tegan, I'll tell you what. If you get mounted in my backyard,
I'm not sure I want to hear the other half of
I
this
don't know if
sentence.
I want to hear the other half of this either,
You
but
know
I
what?
hope
I'm just
it
gonna
also
leave it
involves
there.
a hefty bill for therapy.
I'm just going to leave it there.
Okay, cool. We did it,
Because-
guys.
It's I feel like if I just point to the Nightmare Factory, that's enough.
Mounted in my backyard. Oh, man. I have to...
Rocky, you've been mounted in any backyards recently?
God,
No,
no.
that's not my vibe, no.
What's this about Tetris 99?
Yo, man. Okay, so, like, Tetris Maximus is in full swing, which is Nintendo's, like, attempt to get people more competitive about Tetris 99. And what they've offered is, the lucrative prize of 999 Nintendo Gold coins, which is roughly $10. So there's a tournament going on to rack up the most Tetris 99 wins.
Right.
And though I think there's like a range to get in. I think it's like top 200 people or whatever. They get the $10. And as a point, and right now, Tetris 99 is fucking bananas, dude. Like, I don't know why these people are going so hard for $10, but it's fucking wild. Like, I'm not really worried about, like the mid-20s streamers or whatnot, but like, there's actually like Tetris pros showing up and then like fighting game goons that are out here. Like, James Chen is out here flexing on people.
Fuck,
Like-
yes. I'm into this.
Also, I saw a video that he posted from his Twitch stream, and he just did like some real gnarly shit where he set up basically perfect towers on the left and right sides of his map of his screen, so that in the middle there's just 4 like clear spaces. And he like basically took whatever, so pretty much he would get a single or double line clear on average of a single block. And so he like basically stacked them all the way to the top on the outsides and then just cleared lines continuously. And since it was in a straight combo, like there's no way he could get pushed up. And he did it all the way until he all cleared. Until like he cleared the entire like screen. And it was pretty wild. And like there's plenty of shit like that going on right now, which is cool. But like now like Tetris 99 isn't my cooldown game anymore. Like I have to sit down and like actually play Tetris 99. I can't just fuck around and pick up 7 kills in a top 5 finish. So, that's going on. But it's still cool though. Like Tetris 99's still pretty fucking dope.
But do you think it's the lure of $10 which has made it rougher? Or do you think that it's just like the natural thing that happens to any online community, which is like after it's been out a while, people who are only casually curious are like, well, I'm going to go do something else now, and it leaves the people who are super, super serious.
I think people are just nice at Tetris.
That's definitely part of it, but like also the game's been out for like what, 2 months? Like I agree that Tetris isn't like super deep. Like it's really just mechanically like difficult after a while. But like it's been like 2 months, man. Like everybody can't be gone. You know what I mean?
But I think the fact that it's Tetris that has a lot to do with it. Like that plays in because people have so much kind of prior like knowledge coming in. I mean, I know Tetris 99 probably has its own metagame that's different from, Tetris whatever, but
it's not that different. But,
right, it's Tetris, right? And those mechanics that are there are always gonna. If you're good at Tetris, like you're gonna be able to get those clears and understanding the game. Like I suck at Tetris. I don't think I could ever play Tetris 99. Like I had to play Tetris Effect on easy.
That's a lot, man. That's real brave of you to say that.
Why is it brave? I'm coming for you, Rocky.
That's cool, man. No, it's just like, I don't know. Like, Tetris Effect didn't seem that difficult to me. But, I don't know. I don't know. That's what I mean. It's not my experience. And, like...
Call it a medical professional.
Also, like, I mean, it definitely was backhanded. I accept that. But it was also a compliment. Like, I was just like, fuck. Like, I don't know if I could do that. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know if I could mention that...
That I had to play Tetris Effect on easy? No. I'm not sure. I don't know that about myself, man. We'll find out someday, I guess.
Damn, I guess I just revealed too much.
No, dude, you're great, dude. Like...
I don't know. That didn't sound too...
No, it's not actually.
Great.
Here comes fucking Rocky. Like, that's right, guys.
Okay,
play
fine.
Wargroove on hard with one hand.
Well, I mean, it's a touchscreen game, so I guess you could.
Oh my fucking god!
This guy.
Okay, no, fine.
A
fine,
vicious murder.
okay.
A vicious murder. This is
So I've been
great.
playing Unis, right? I'm just gonna move on from Tetris 99. I've been playing Unis, and like Unis is one of these games that are like it's very like balanced. There's still a top tier, and people complain about top tiers, but like the difference between top tier and like low tier isn't really that big because everyone has a lot of tools, and the game itself, like its base systems, are really complex. There is a huge focus on neutral game, where if you're aggressive, if you land grabs and you don't move backwards, you actually get a secondary resource that can do a lot of things. If you win like this weird rotation timer thing that's at the bottom, which goes off like every 17 seconds, you get a 10% damage boost and like access to a different like slew of skills, which allows you to like cancel things, to make like unsafe moves safe, or get like a free second to think. Like there's a lot of really good things you can do if you win neutral. And that's actually like really how you learn the game. Like you can sit down and learn your combos, and like I don't know my combos right now. Like there are 4 tiers of combos that vary from pressing 4 buttons in a row to landing several cancels and burning all through your meter and shit. There's a video that I reposted on Twitter the other day with a really big player that plays Eltnum. And he was fighting some guy, and he had 10% health left, but he had his opponent pinned in the corner. And, like, his opponent had, like, 75% health left. And he pressed a button, and he got countered. And, like, he's, like, the guy's on stream, so he just says, like, oh, no, I think he's dead. And I'm like, what do you mean? You're one touch from dying. And then, like, that counter hit led to a combo that took all of that guy's health. The guy went from like 75% health to 0 because he pressed a button wrong. Unis is a lot of that. When I've been playing this week with the combos that I do understand, but like a very simple understanding of neutral, I think I went like 9-40 on online matches this week. Like it's been kind of brutal because like I'll be fighting some people, and there's just a guy that, like, is landing this combo consistently because he knows the combo. But, like, I don't know how to block it effectively because of, like, the weird blocking system in this fucking game. And I don't know, man. It's been tough. But it's cool. Like, I'm having a lot of fun because this game is actually really deep. And, like, winning feels really cool. But, like, sometimes you lose a lot, and that's where I'm at right now.
It's Arc System Works, this game?
Yeah, like French Bread was the developer and Axis was the publisher.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no, I see it.
French Bread, okay. Are those the Melty Blood people?
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of like BlazBlue, but BlazBlue's like, while characters have like different like unique kits, like you're not gonna get like random bullshit like Arakune. Like there's no one like that just like turns the whole game into a bullet hell now, and you have to deal with that.
Okay.
There is a character that's surprisingly like Bang that has like different things that you stack over time, and there's like a character that fights with a familiar. There are definitely like similarities to like anime fighters in general, but like the game itself isn't really angular, even though the characters have different kits, which is like surprisingly good, because like there are characters in BlazBlue that are super angular and they're busted because there isn't like a reasonable way to fight against this particular mechanic. And so like with Arakune, like the best way to fight Arakune is to make sure it doesn't fill its own meter. And so if you figure out how to fill your own meter, like 80% of the time, you're just going to straight up win. And like, that's weird. But Unis isn't really like that. There's a lot of cheesy stuff that happens from time to time, but they're all micro decisions. Like if you make the right decisions, like you can ultimately win. And that's the case no matter what character or what player you're fighting against. So it's like, it's a lot closer to like a pure anime fighting game, but it's still anime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of wish I had pulled the trigger when it was $20, but I didn't. So now I'm not playing it.
Oh my god. Brian, I'm going to get you a copy of Unist, and then we're just going to sit in a room. And one of the cool things is that like the matchmaking isn't just like continuous like fighting random people, which like is easier to get into games or whatnot. You essentially just build a room, you set your rules, and you just kick back. There's up to 8 people in a room, and they just kind of cycle through, kind of like you're playing like in a local environment and whatnot. And while like whenever it's your turn, like you're not necessarily just thrown into the game. You can actually just set it to like watch after a while. So like if you play like 5 or 6 matches, you're like, oh, I just need to hang back for a bit. You can just like set that up, and then like the rest of the matches, like they play on your screen, and like you can watch inputs and all sorts of other things. So like you can just sit back and learn for a while, which is also pretty cool.
Well, Rocky, thank you for teaching us about how video games are played.
Hey!
Hey, man, like don't put that on me, because that's not what's going on.
I mean, video games are hard.
Not always. But sometimes they are.
We needed a solid instructor. You filled a niche. Would you good people like to discuss the news?
Sure, man. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. So it looks like Microsoft is making some moves outside of their normal space. They went ahead and pulled the trigger on announcing Xbox Live functionality coming to iOS and Android. So this means that mobile game developers will be able to implement achievements, gamer score, family settings, and friends list into mobile titles. They announced the arrival of Xbox Live to mobile ahead of GDC, Microsoft's vice president of gaming cloud, which totally sounds like a real job where you do stuff and don't just do coke in your office all day. Kareem Kudri? Did I fucking murder that?
Chaudhry.
You see, I fucking knew I murdered that. Kareem Chaudhry noted how the company wants to spread its services to as many platforms as possible, and said, our goal is to unite the 2 billion gamers. Z added by Brian.
Oh, Jesus.
But we don't have any specific announcements as it relates to Switch today. Come on. We want to unite 2 billion people who play video games, a number which is not accomplished by this alone, but we have no announcements as it relates to Switch today.
Yeah. That means they're working on it. They haven't signed the papers.
Or we want to drop this as part of some like cool joint announcement like later, like, hey guys, it's E3. Like some Nintendo guy walks out on stage during Microsoft's press conference, or some Microsoft dude shows up in a direct. Can you picture fucking Phil Spencer pushing his hands out toward you direct?
No.
I would be pretty hype if Phil Spencer showed up on a direct. Yeah, you think they wouldn't let it happen though?
Yeah, I think like Phil Spencer would like steal the show, especially since Reggie's gone. You know?
You're right though. It would be lit though. Imagine if you're watching a fucking Nintendo Direct and then it's like, and now a new announcement, and then it just like pops over and it's like, what's up guys? It's Phil Spencer here, and you're like, whoa, holy shit.
Yeah.
And I'm here to bring you the newest news about Xbox Live directly. Like, oh god,
No, thank you.
Okay, fine.
I'm way into it.
I don't like that. That feels uncanny valley to me. I'm not cool. Not cool with it.
Look, Tegan, you need to get comfortable with performative, sympathetic capitalism.
No, I do not.
Fuck that.
Look, Tegan, you're the one who wants to snuggle with corporations.
No, I don't. Just because I think Nintendo would be a good friend and come over and have good games, he'd probably even clean up after himself before he left. That doesn't mean I want to snuggle up with all the corporations.
I feel like Nintendo would clean up after themselves when they left.
Microsoft has also announced GameStack, a service that brings together all of their game development platform tools and services such as Azure, PlayFab, DirectX, Visual Studio, Xbox Live, App Center, and Havok into a robust ecosystem that any developer can use. While some of GameStack's existing services have been around a while, PlayFab, which Microsoft acquired a year ago, offers options like real-time translation and transcription for improved game accessibility. Who was it last year who put out a game that didn't have subs? And they're just like, we didn't have the resources, or we didn't have the time.
It was Spyro.
Like, yeah, that was it. Insights that let developers measure game performance and the ability for players to create and share generated content and more. And then on the most recent episode of Inside Xbox, Microsoft demoed Project xCloud, which is their game streaming effort, with an iOS device that was streaming Forza Horizon 4 controlled with an Xbox controller via Bluetooth. And they indicated that the Project xCloud beta will open later this year.
It's pretty cool. I mean, that GameStack stuff seems pretty interesting. I mean, obviously, Azure has been around, DirectX, Visual Studio, whatever. But I think it's an interesting thing. I mean, like you said, like you want to unite the 2 billion gamers, but I mean, it's a cool thing, you know. You guys know like about like tech stacks and all that.
Yep.
But yeah, it's cool to have like a game stack. I haven't really seen anything like that for games that I mean, it seems like it's going to be more mobile focused, or probably or like a UWP, that Windows Store platform focused, most likely, because it's got this App Center, which I'm guessing is some sort of, you know, thing to create apps for that, you know, to work on making apps for that. So I don't know. We'll see though. It's cool. It's cool what Microsoft is doing. I mean, I don't know if it's in your news, but the whole Master Chief Collection thing, that was really awesome.
Yeah. Microsoft is being woefully underestimated by Sony right now. This show is mostly platform agnostic, except, again, sometimes Tegan likes to hang out with her friend Nintendo, and but normally we're like, hey, good games is good games. We're excited wherever they happen, and we're excited when people make decisions which are good for a healthy marketplace and good for people. And it seems like Microsoft has been doing a lot of that right now, and that, like, Sony feels a lot like that guy who got a big head start and then decided to say fuck it, and then like just went into a Dunkin' Donuts for 2 hours and is now smoking.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's 100% right. I mean, I think Sony had that. They got off to such a big lead, and now they're just like sitting there, right? It almost reminds me of like going from like PS2 to the PS3, where it's like Sony made all these big, bold choices that they thought they could get away with because of how, how on top they were at the end of that at the end of that life cycle. I know we're still in the middle of this or towards the end of the life cycle, but I think it kind of is. You know what I mean? You see, whereas Microsoft, they did it with 360 kind of out of the gate. Here, we're seeing like they're just trying new things and they're expanding their position as like they're just trying to like. It is cheesy to say, oh, it is marketing speak. Say, oh, they're trying to unite all the gamers, but it's like might as well get these things out to as many people as possible. Like, why should we be doing such exclusive shit if it's not bringing us any revenue or it's not really happening for us? Then why should we continue to do it just because that's the way that it was done? You know what I mean? Like I'm sure this is doing so, like this was probably such a great move for them, this Master Chief Collection thing. Once it goes on sale, I can't imagine how many people are going to go crazy and buy this thing.
I do agree that like Sony is kind of like squandering their own lead. They're just kind of sitting around doing nothing, and Microsoft's being really aggressive, like in terms of like expanding accessibility, which is good for games in general. I'm not sure how I feel about their future, their spoken future without exclusives. Like I understand that what they want is that everything should be available via Microsoft, essentially. And while that is a good thing to have more people play games in places where they haven't been playing games, I don't know how much they're actually contributing to the side of games in general. Like, and that's why I feel kind of unmoved about a lot of these things. I think it's cool that iOS and Android are getting these tools to have access to more Microsoft games and the tools that are used to build them. Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure what that says about games in general. And that's why I feel, I don't know, lukewarm about this news. It's a good thing, but it doesn't feel like a good thing for me at all.
I feel like the piece of the puzzle there about like where are they going to contribute, outside of like moving the way that we think about platforms forward and outside of infrastructure and outside of like tools, like where do we get to the games?
Right.
Probably. I think that we're probably going to start seeing that fruit this year at E3 because let's be real, like ever since E3 2014, I think 2014 was the year where they announced a whole bunch of games, of which the only one that ever came out was Crackdown 3.
Right.
And that game is booty.
It is super fun, yeah. That's a good game.
Don't be booty. They had a rough go. Like they're like, hey guys, Phantom Dust is coming back. Who wants to play this other game? This Fable 4v1 game. Like, whole bunch of things got announced. Whole bunch of things got canceled. Scalebound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is now apparently coming back on the Switch.
Yeah, man, those Scalebound rumors are fucking wild. And it shows just how much more intimate Microsoft and Nintendo are getting, because it's not like Microsoft has given up any of their ownerships of those trademarks and existing assets. So there's some snuggling going on. Shit's getting wild. But Microsoft has had to make a bunch of moves in the last like 24, 30 months in order to be able to be like, hey guys, we have a bunch of fucking games. Because they also realized that like their tentpole IPs were increasingly looking like games that weren't tentpole IPs for the way people play games now.
Mm-hmm.
Like less people are going to care about your Halos and your Gears and your Forzas. But they bought a bunch of really interesting studios that make a bunch of really interesting games. And it's, I think, going to, just based on the way Phil Spencer has like managed his business before, going to lead to some exciting stuff, because it's not like he has just told people like, you know, cancel this project or make this project inaccessible. Like, so we're bound to see stuff there, and too many people who are reliable have corroborated the Scalebound thing. Like, Tegan, Rocky, do you know what Sasha and I are talking about the Scalebound thing?
No.
Wait, you guys didn't hear about this?
No. Even if I did, I want you to explain it anyway for our listeners who hadn't heard it.
Oh, right, yeah.
That is fair. Sach, we fucked up radio.
Just explain it. Then you can
I'll fix
save
it in editing. Please
Save
tell
the
us about
radio.
the Scalebound rumors.
So, Scalebound is a Platinum developed video game that was being paid for by Microsoft that Microsoft canceled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember. I was very sad.
You were going to be a dude who was wearing headphones, and there were dragons.
Yeah, it was going to be badass.
Yeah, I remember dragons and headphones. That's about it.
Yep. So Platinum also has what we might call like a strong relationship with Nintendo.
Yeah, because of Bayonetta and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
They're
Bayonetta-
friends.
Yeah, I mean, the Nintendo is the reason Bayonetta 2 was made, right? So.
Yep. They are also the reason that Bayonetta 3 is on the make.
Right.
Yeah. And like obviously like Platinum has done very, very well for themselves on the Nintendo platform. They've got Astral Chain coming out later this year. They did Wonderful 101 for Nintendo. It's a whole thing. So it looks like, based on reliable reports, that what's happening is that Nintendo got out their checkbook again, and that Scalebound has been uncanceled.
Oh my goodness.
And is in development for the Switch.
As an exclusive, apparently.
Oh,
As an exclusive.
man, that's awesome.
So it looks like what's happening is that Microsoft and Nintendo are co-publishing a Platinum game for the Switch.
This is what happens when gamers are friends. Let them be friends.
I'll look into it later. But that sounds really cool if it's true.
The type of sources that you lean on, Rocky, your go-to, I believe these guys, believe this rumor.
Okay.
Yeah. If Schreier's talking about it, then
That's pretty safe. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not some random website type rumor.
Which is, like, I think one more reason to believe that it's entirely fucking possible that we might get cool dad Phil Spencer pushing his hands toward us directly.
I don't want that to happen. I feel like that'll be really bad for Nintendo.
Okay, well,
It's
which
gonna be
would you rather
Miyamoto
have
on
happen?
the
Because
Microsoft
remember,
stage.
Microsoft is having an E3 press conference this year.
Yeah.
Which would you rather have happen? Do you want cool dad Phil Spencer to push his hands toward us directly, or do you want on Microsoft's stage fucking Koizumi from Nintendo to walk out? The guy who's normally the face of the directs right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who Kazumi is. I think both of those are equally bad for those brands. Like, I mean, Microsoft is definitely a lot larger than Nintendo. Like, that is my actual concern.
Right.
That, and so that Microsoft, like, Phil Spencer showing up on Nintendo Direct, like, even, like, using, like, the corny line directly, like, the fact that he's there, like, may imply a, like, relationship with Nintendo that benefits Microsoft more than Nintendo.
Almost like
Right.
a big brother, little brother.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, if Koizumi shows up, even if he showed up alone on the Microsoft stage, I don't think that would be as damaging to Microsoft's clout than it would be the other way around.
Maybe they just show a video on stage.
Maybe. Yeah, like, if Phil Spencer showed up like that Suda51 bit that they did with the Devolver Digital press conference, where, like, they just, like, live streamed in Phil Spencer from someplace instead of him, like, actually being on the stage, I think that might be better.
I think that though, and this is a very Microsoft specific thing, would have bad memories and bad connotations for Microsoft. Because what was it? It was like, I think like 97 or 96. Microsoft was having this like event. I believe it was at CES, or maybe it was at their campus in Redmond, where they were talking about the future. They were talking about investment for Microsoft, and Microsoft was like, and Bill Gates is on stage. He's like, and I'd like to talk about one of my partners and one of Microsoft's good friends. And then up on screen popped. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it was the other way around. It was an Apple press conference, and Steve Jobs is talking, and then screen pops up, and it's fucking Bill Gates, and the audience lost its shit. And you had people like actually standing up in the audience and screaming and being like, Bill Gates is going to ruin Apple and all this shit. And it was Microsoft throwing money at Apple because at the time they were being investigated for anti-trade.
Right.
It was Sherman Act. And so Microsoft was writing Apple checks to make sure Apple didn't go out of business at the time. So that way they could like point in court to the existence of Apple as a competitor.
Wow. Okay.
But I guess that does go to your point, Rocky, that was Apple's stage, and then that was Bill Gates' floating head on a video screen, which I guess was also resonated with the Apple audience because of the 1984 ad, which has a big evil video screen. So fuck it. Here's what they're going to do.
Okay.
They're going to go out in the parking lot by the Staples Center, and they're going to get a guy to just like videotape Koizumi and Phil Spencer getting drunk and arrested in front of a hot dog stand.
Oh, really? Do they
No,
have
I'm not done. I'm not done.
Okay.
Then when the cops show up, Spencer's going to swing on the cop because there is no bigger babyface act in this world right now than swinging on the cop.
Oh my god. Okay, sure.
Fucking Koizumi's getting in the cop car, and he's driving it away. This whole thing happens while Dave Lang's got his phone out, and he's live streaming that shit, and he's chanting World Star.
World
May I just come in here and give a couple of pointers?
Okay, you got notes.
The
We take notes here.
Nintendo rep is the one who's live streaming this because if he even fake got arrested, his reputation in Japan would be ruined.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you remember? Oh god,
So
I
this
already
is my
forgot his
note.
name.
My number one note.
Okay, slight
is
adjustment.
no.
The Nintendo employee is now not Koizumi. The Nintendo employee is now Bill Trinan.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, what if it's just? Wait, guys, I think we're
Tim
thinking too hard
Bowser.
about this. Yeah, just
Bowser.
Doug Bowser. Doug
What did
Bowser
you say?
gets arrested and he
Jeff
steals a cop
Bowser?
car.
I'm down with that.
Doug.
Doug Bowser.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is now fine.
All right.
And
All right,
then,
there we go. That's how you do this.
that's doable. I guess they both get arrested outside the Staples Center. Dave Lang live streams the whole shit. Shouting World Star. That's a moment. I'm down.
What's that? What are those sandwiches that people eat like way too many of at outside of E3?
Sliders.
People are always talking about them. They're like, I got sick on the ham duets.
It's a ham duet stand instead of a hot dog stand. Oh.
Yeah, it's a ham duet stand. So this happens at the ham duet stand. Jesus. I'm also glad that the E3 ham duet account is still fucking hard at work on Twitter. Good.
Amazing.
People count down to the arrival of the ham duets again. All right, yeah. So this happens outside the ham duet stand. Everything else is the same. There we go. 100% medically accurate.
Oh man.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
All right, so Rocky, what the fuck else is happening?
Well, Google filed a patent for a controller. A newly discovered patent reveals specific details about an unannounced Google. I can't talk today. Jesus Christ.
You want to try that one again?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I had to, sit up straight, be a person. A newly discovered patent revealed specific details about an unannounced Google game controller that could be shown off during GDC next week. Or this week, because it's Wednesday. Ugh. The patent included information on a special player-facing notification system that's meant to let players know when they receive invitations to game, friend, or chat requests from others, or to note when a game is currently available to play. It also details a few illustrations of what the controller could potentially look like. The images show 2 thumbsticks, shoulder and trigger buttons, a directional pad, face buttons, and a rectangular body with typical rounded handles. There also appears to be some sort of voice assistant compatibility noted in the patent, which could ultimately lead to players being able to recall Google Assistant straight from the controller. So, it's very likely that this patent might have something to do with Yeti, but, Google has definitely patented stuff and just not done anything with it before. So
Yeah, but there are other signs.
Mm-hmm.
Like id and Ubisoft are both going to be at Google's presentation on March 19th.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you're familiar
Interesting.
with Ubisoft, but as we have previously discussed on this program, ain't nothing that that Ubisoft likes more than a platform launch. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
You launching a platform?
Bonjour.
May I shit all over it?
Oh, no.
May I release 40 games in the first 2 months? Only 30 of them will have the rapids.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Also, a day ago, Google Chrome got updated with Nintendo Switch Joy-Con support.
Oh,
Well,
yeah?
Fuck.
Like, it's on Chromium, and, like, it's
Oh.
in it's like, it has a couple iterations down already. I haven't tested it yet, but it looks okay. Let's see how it goes.
And Jade Raymond low-key announced, like, hey guys, you remember me from being Jade Raymond. I'm kind of a VP at Google now.
For people who don't know who Jade Raymond is, she has coordinated the release of several video games, including some entries in the Assassin's Creed series.
Yep.
Ooh.
So, gosh, I don't know. Somebody who had a long career at Ubisoft, a long successful career at Ubisoft, kind of moving into a VP role at Google at the same time that Google's about to have a fucking press conference where I'm sorry, not id specifically, Bethesda, where Bethesda and Ubisoft are going to be at the presentation. And I remember when they did their streaming test in Q4 of last year, the game that was used for this test was Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Mm-hmm. They even gave a free copy of the game.
Yep. And I was in that test, guys. And you know what worked just fine? That. I really think we're going to get some bullshit happening on the 19th. Like,
Oh, yeah. No. There's definitely going to be bullshit happening. They're going to tell us that their streaming service is going to be being produced with certain games or whatever. and maybe we'll see more Assassin's Creed. I'm just not sure if this controller is going to be a part of it. I know last week I was definitely saying that their streaming service just would be like a controller without a console, which still might be the case, but I don't know if it'll be this controller. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it is also things I am certain of.
Mm-hmm.
There will be at least, like, as I said before, customers are stupid, and they need to have a version of this experience which allows for that same guy who wants to treat wrestling like Golden Corral to participate in this ecosystem. You know,
Now I'm just hungry.
people who just want to walk into a store and be like, all right, I want the video game box. That guy needs to be serviced.
Yeah.
And that means that there needs to be at least one version of this that can be engaged with by just showing up in a store, buying a box, and then connecting to a service.
Right.
You know, a la Netflix. But there needs to be a version which is just a box. And that box probably comes with a controller. But one thing that we know for certain from, you know, before the Switch came out is that recent patent filings for controllers don't necessarily equate to what the controller actually looks like. You guys remember that oval controller patent for the Switch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That turned out to be nothing. Like that was an actual patent that Nintendo filed, and everybody lost their shit. Like they're like, this looks like crap. What the hell is Nintendo doing? And that turned out to not be what Nintendo was doing.
Nintendo's doing what they do. Innovating.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, once again, I still think that guy will be serviced the same way that you have that 501 box that's just like a joystick and a button connected to like a composite cables. I'm pretty sure that like if they sell that same guy a controller with a Chromecast and then like it plugs into their smart TV and then it just like connects to the Google app and now they have Google Play online or whatever. I still think that's a thing that's not going to lose that many people. It's one thing to plug in. You only have to like plug in a bunch of wires.
Yeah, I think that's the way it's gonna be, the Chromecast type thing. That would be amazing. If you just had a Chromecast controller,
Yeah.
boom,
And
got your games right there, man.
you just like log in and you just press some buttons, hit some shit.
Yeah,
Go kill some cultists or whatever.
yeah, go, just do the Peloponnesian War, you know.
Again.
The whole shit.
For the third time on a new system.
Yeah.
Hey, you know how many times people bought Skyrim?
Hey, is Nier Automata gonna come for the Google system? Can they come on
fuck.
the Google system? I'll buy it again.
God damn it, Tegan. Why are you gonna buy it 5 times?
I'll play it
I bought it
1,
so
2, 3,
many
4,
times.
5 times again.
God, it's so good.
Yes.
Oh, man. So, like, there's a whole alphabet of endings, right? There's, like, 26 endings.
Yeah,
there's
26
up to
endings.
Z. Yeah,
Wild.
a lot of them are jokes though. Like,
Yep.
For sure.
like the second, there's one ending in like at the beginning of B. If you just go the wrong way,
Yep, that's what I did. It's ending G, hungry for knowledge.
yeah, it's just like 9S went off to
No, I
Explore
went,
the world.
fuck it, I can't contain my curiosity anymore, and wandered off and was never heard from again. Fuck. I went the wrong direction, that's all I did!
just went the wrong way.
All right.
I went the wrong
That's
way
cool.
twice last night. Got that ending twice. Fuck me.
Amazing.
God.
Yeah, this Google controller. Looks weird. I do want to see like what the Alexa X video games experience actually feels like. Like the Skyrim thing probably wasn't enough.
Was that real?
The
I thought
Skyrim
that
thing was
just a joke.
hilarious. No. I
Yeah,
have
no,
played
that was-
Skyrim on Alexa.
That is real, dude. You could do that right now. Well, not right now
Oh.
because we're recording a podcast. But
Yeah, no, yeah,
But yeah, you can play like Skyrim on Alexa with like voice chat or whatever. You tell
Mhm.
Alexa what you want to do and it'll do it.
Did you just confuse Amazon for Google, Rocky?
No, Google Assistant is a thing where you pick up your Android phone and say, "Hey Google," and it'll do stuff for you. And the last bullet point of this story says that there seems to be some sort of voice assistant compatibility noted in the patent, presumably meaning that the Google Assistant would be in your Google controller.
I think it'll be a lot of Chromecast on.
Yeah, probably a lot of that.
It might be a lot of also, can you sync my Google Calendar and let me know when I need to fucking leave?
Like they're gonna put that in there to make you play video games less. Oh no.
That might be nice, though.
It would.
For those of us who...
There's things
like,
that Google could do just because of their existing access to so much of your data already. Like, can you imagine getting a new video game platform and when you turn it on the first time, your friends list kind of already looks like your actual friends?
That could be cool.
No, that wouldn't.
Thank you.
Okay, maybe I'm misunderstanding. Like, I like my friends? I don't know what's going on.
No, what we're talking about is like data access and like market control because of data access.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Google is in a position of like there are like the level of information that say Sony and Nintendo have about you is a lot, but it's also nowhere near the amount of level of data that like Microsoft is able to get from you because they're a platform holder for a major operating system.
Mm-hmm.
But the amount of data that Microsoft has is nowhere near the order of fucking magnitude that Google has about you, which is just ridiculous. And because so many services that people use integrate with one another and touch each other, like right now, in the execution of this podcast, we are using a Google product. We are all sitting open with a Google Doc in front of us.
Right.
And we touch it every fucking week. And whenever I bring up Gmail and start composing an email on Saturdays, Google suggests me, do you want to send this email to Rocky Hardy? Because Google knows I email Rocky Hardy on Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
Google starts autofilling in my title with season. If I put Rocky in the subject, it just suggests a title that starts season, and I'm like, oh, nice, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Do any of you guys have iPhones?
Nope.
I
Brian
am
has
an
an
iPhone
iPhone.
guy.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
So I mean, the parked car shit is ridiculous because my phone just knows my schedule. Like it tells me in the morning, 15 minutes to this place, which is where I get coffee before I go to class. Then it says 44 minutes. I haven't put it into my GPS or anything. This is just like my daily schedule that I take without using the GPS. And then it says 44 minutes to Seton Hall University. What the fuck? Then, okay, I get to school. I'm there. I come home. It's a Saturday afternoon. 15 minutes to, my girlfriend's house. How the fuck do you know on Saturday night I'm going to go to my girlfriend's house? Like, that's so fucking weird, yo. That's so weird.
Wow.
Apple knows where your girlfriend
So
lives.
take
You gotta
that
be
level
careful,
of data access and now apply it to your ability to interact with a video game ecosystem. And all of a sudden, like, imagine a store that's presenting you with sales and stuff that have a level of personalization that's gonna work. That, like, Sony's like, hey guys, we got Eunice for $20. Google can be like, we look inside your heart. Please buy this garbage. And you will.
You will.
Yeah, it's fucking scary. Like, I could see buying this dopey little Google thing because there's going to be a dumb box, and I like dumb boxes, and I want to have a dumb box that I can hold in my garage one day.
For sure.
Yeah. And I would get this dumb box, I'm going to plug it in, and it's going to say, like, congratulations, you're already friends with Rocky and Tegan on this dumb box. And I'm like, I'm not even sure that they have the dumb box yet. And it's like, nope, they don't. But because they exist within the Google ecosystem, they exist within this ecosystem already. And, like, I could just see that shit. It's going to be fucking scary. Terrifying. And it's going to have minions on it.
Fuck. I was in until you said it was gonna have fucking minions on it.
Wait,
Well, I mean, rabbits. It's gonna have rabbits.
Oh,
Are the rabbits gonna be cosplaying?
Rabbit minions.
Are the rabbits gonna be cosplaying? I
they
only
have to
like
pay
the
Disney
rabbits.
money.
Okay, but I only like rabbits if they're in costumes. I
Oh,
don't like
like
rabbits
that.
otherwise.
No, I think it's just gonna be straight up rabbits.
Fuck no.
Oh wait,
What
hold on.
if this
The-
Google
Minions and
streaming
Rabbids
platform
Kingdom
has
Battle?
exclusives, guys?
Wait, hold on. Brian, I need you to repeat what you said, but before you say that, I have an ambitious crossover, and it's Halo X Rabbids.
I would dress up my rabbits like Master Chief. I'm down.
I would be all for it.
There is somebody
let's get a
out there
Mario
right now
Rabbids.
who's already drawn fan art of sexy Cortana Rabbit.
No.
Yeah, that's already
Yeah,
real. There's
No.
no way it's not.
I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. Thanks. Thanks, but no thanks.
Well, we don't know where it is, Tegan. We've never even seen it. And,
I'll
like,
find it.
don't find it. It could
You
be
don't
hot.
want
What are you
to.
gonna do then?
Sexy Cortana Rabbit.
Ah, shit. Here we
Image. Actually, it's mostly just Cortana.
go. Okay, cool. Turns out you got to do the real digging, and we don't have time for that.
There is one Peach Rabbit where, like, they just gave her dummy thick thighs and boobs.
I love Dummy Thick. Tegan,
That's
can you
it,
tell-
though. Yeah, I'll send that one to you.
That's not what I asked. Fuck. All right. Tegan, can you tell us about anything?
I'm looking at this picture of
There it
fucking
is.
Peach that you just
You're
talked about,
welcome.
and the internet's canceled.
The internet is canceled. He says.
I
Oh,
mean,
God.
hey,
That's a lie.
that's
What
the
in
scariest
the
thing I got.
Lord?
So whatever.
The fuck?
You're welcome.
Those are like some real thighs. Like Jesus Christ.
Right?
Of
Look,
course, it's from DeviantArt. Jesus
that
Christ!
reminds
Well,
me
yeah.
of that guy. There's a guy who I found on Twitter who's on TikTok who fucking does a perfect Shaggy impression.
From like Scooby Doo.
Yeah, and he's just like Fred, I've been trying to get some intel on these ghouls, but I'm dummy thick, and my ass cheeks keep clapping and alerting the ghouls. I
No,
believe
the-
I've already retweeted it, so please go find it.
The guy that voices Solid Snake has been doing like random voiceover stuff lately, and like it's amazing.
I think it's on that Cameo website. I don't know if you know
Oh
that.
God, Brian, you know what? Fuck off,
Brian,
man.
what the?
What is this?
Is this
this-
Carl from Alpha
from-
Teen?
Yes, it is. It's calling a banana hammock.
Who? I don't know who this guy is.
He's a guy from a shitty like late night cartoon.
It's a good cartoon.
It was good. Like I mean, it's like
It's
the
like
animation
bad.
quality is
Yeah.
shitty, but like this show is a good cartoon. It's a
Yeah,
good, fun thing to watch.
Alright.
It was
Well,
an adult
whatever.
sort of thing. So what about Labo VR?
Oh yeah, so like remember like as soon as the Switch came out, we were like, you can take the fucking controllers off of the Switch? I bet they're gonna turn it into a VR machine. Well, they turned it into a VR machine. Amazing! Everyone except us, because we fucking called that shit.
Hey,
So it's gonna be as a brand new Labo kit, called Nintendo Labo VR. And there's gonna be 2 sets. Both of them will turn your Switch into a set of VR goggles with no head strap required. Yay! Both kits will launch April 12th. The first kit, which is the full VR kit, will feature Toy-Con goggles, blaster, camera, bird, wind pedal, elephant, a screen holder, and a safety cap. And then obviously like the software to make the thing go. And then the starter set will come with the VR goggles, 1 blaster, the screen holder and the safety cap, and the software. And if you only get the starter set, you'll be able to purchase the other things that are in the full VR kit for $20 each. Expansion set 1 is going to have the elephant and the Joy-Con camera. And expansion set 2 has the wind pedal and the bird. Yay!
Okay,
and
can we
fucking talk about the camera? Can we talk about the camera? Can we talk about the camera? Because
Okay, you
there's
want to talk
a
about the camera? There's other ones here
the
I want to talk
camera,
about. Like,
though. Okay, so what games?
Give me your
what
feelings.
games could we put on the VR with a fucking camera? The number 1 is fucking Pokemon Snap. Hello, excuse me.
wait.
Hello,
no,
excuse
hold on.
me.
Wait.
Yep.
Hold on. Remember in okay, so Smash Ultimate, there
Yep.
is a trophy.
Yeah.
for
I know exactly
for-
what you're talking about.
for a little known horror game that came out, I think, for the PS1.
Fatal Frame!
Yes, and we can end up with Fatal Frame VR on the Switch.
Fatal-
Guys, are you
right,
down? Or are
right.
you down?
Fatal Frame VR on the Switch and Pokemon Snap updated on the Switch? Like, yes. Yes.
These
yes.
images disturb me.
Wait, Fatal
Okay.
Frame or the VR
Hype.
thing?
No, the VR thing.
Hype.
Oh,
The
yeah,
V-
it's wild.
Thank you, Saj. All right. Because I look at this and, like,
There's one that looks like a kid that's like shooting himself in the face with a rocket launcher.
That's the
You see what I'm-
blaster.
It looks like he's shooting himself.
Sam,
No, I
it's
think that's the
VR.
Okay.
elephant. Isn't it the
so
elephant?
when I saw this picture that Nintendo's putting on the front of the Labo VR box,
Uh-huh.
the first thing I thought was that I want the box to say 100% medically accurate on it.
Why?
Like, I'm serious. I look at this bazooka picture, and I feel like the natural next step of the bazooka is there needs to be a butthole on the other end of that bazooka.
No.
What? Come on, man. You want to make an eating ass simulator out of the fucking
No,
like
you
Labo?
want-
How does this not look like a human centipede tool?
It looks like a sniper rifle to me.
True.
No, it looks like some sort
You
of
don't
demon
think that that's a
creature.
butthole
No,
connector?
that looks like
I
a
don't think
fucking...
that's a butt. Also, like in Human Centipede, like it was just like mouth to anus, like it was literally.
And that's why it didn't work. They didn't have butthole connectors.
Oh, God.
That-
It was
it would have
straight
made it
back
easier to
trout.
escape, right?
Brian,
Wasn't that
this
like
is
the
a
point?
toy for children!
Also for children.
You fucking perverted man.
Look, children have buttholes.
What?
Oh god.
We're getting taken down. That's
And there's
it.
also some real problems with this
This
elephant
is the
one.
last episode of
The
Impossible
elephant one
Quit,
is
everyone.
really bad. The elephant one is I don't know what the fuck is
Like,
going on.
that elephant one looks like that kid is up to some fucking shit.
Yeah, let's go. He looks sneaky. Let's see what they're
I
about.
like it.
That looks like some David Cronenberg, like,
They're in like
nightmare
a cult.
stuff
Like
right
some
there.
kid walks into like a room and you just see a bunch of people like all holding up this Labo
The-
elephant thing,
the
like
elephant
waving
one-
it back and forth in unison.
The elephant one honestly reminds me of like the masks from Majora's Mask when you're on the moon. The boss masks. That's the vibe I get from it. Someone's gonna fucking mod that thing to make it look like the fucking Majora's Mask. Don't even at me. Don't even at
that's
me.
Day one.
Day one.
Someone's working on it right
the
now.
most troubling one, easily the most troubling one,
the camera?
is the bird.
Oh.
What are you mad about this bird for?
Look, you guys didn't believe me about butthole connectors, but look at this fucking thing.
It's not even over their mouth. Like it's there's just
Yeah,
No, no,
You're looking
where's that kid's
directly
face?
into the fucking asshole of that bird.
This is a butthole connector. It
That
is
bird
butthole
is
connector simulator.
gaping into your eyes.
Oh my
Brian,
god.
this is a game for children, please.
It just wants you to be the bird. Be the bird,
hey,
Brian.
hey, little Okay, Sach, you're a kid now. Sach, be a kid.
Sach, you're the youngest one here. Be a child. Be a literal small child. And this strange man is going to come up to you and ask you to look at his butthole. Please run away. Be the smart young child I know you are and fucking report that man to the police.
Sach, be a kid.
I'm going to report that man to the police.
Hello?
Hi there, kid. How are you?
I'm good.
You like video
Don't
games?
fucking talk to strangers.
He needs an adult, man.
I like video games.
Okay.
You're going to get kidnapped.
Well-
Go away.
Well, I've got a great game for you right here. It's called Stare into a Bird's Asshole.
Oh man.
Do you want to play Stare into a Bird's Asshole?
I'm all for
Because you
it.
can.
You know what, though? Little kids think watching things poop is fascinating. And so, honestly, it would not surprise me.
Wait,
Let's
some
not
kid was
take
like,
it.
yeah.
Don't give him that,
Tegan
please.
is now copping to the fact that this whole thing is you staring into a bird's ass. But she's like, you know what?
No,
Kids love
when you
pooping.
market it like that, like, whatever. Stop being a weirdo.
Let the kids be the bird, man.
Brian, this is why
Bird.
kids don't have imaginations anymore. Because weirdos like you are making having imaginations no fun.
Oh, this is my
Yeah,
fault.
it's your fault. It's entirely your fault.
Brian,
This
we're
is
gonna
my
we're gonna give you a new title. You are now Captain Hentai.
Oh, gross.
It turns out this is how Larry Bird was born.
Oh God, not like this. Come on.
Oh, wow.
Why can't we just cut it where, like, I'm really excited about Fatal Frame VR and the new fucking unannounced but totally going to be announced Pokemon Snap?
I don't
Okay,
Can we cut
this
it
is
there,
totally-
Rocky?
We'll figure out where it lands.
Look, this is all 100% S tier diamond cutting content.
Diamond cutting.
And
content.
I guarantee you that I'll let you know when Reggie Big Reggie Fils-Aimé decided to retire. Reggie was sitting in his office, right? He's like, God, I have giant hands. And then like, come in. Hello, Tim. And Tim's like, sir, first of all, I'm not going anywhere near that window.
I've seen the internet memes.
Fair. But Tim, what do you got for me? It's a big day, and I've got this Bigfoot pizza to eat and this Coke to do. But what have you got for me? Well, sir, this. Tim places gently upon the desk a fucking cardboard bird. Is that a cardboard bird? Yes, sir. Reggie leans down, does a big line, comes back up. I'm out. I'm fucking out. I'm out.
Ryan's portrayal of my heroes is really negative, and it scares me. Here's how I think that actual thing went. Like, Bowser's actual promotion. He went in for the interview, and they were like, so what can you bring to Nintendo that no other candidate can? And he said this, and
Bird's
put the
asshole.
fucking crown on his head, and turned into Doug Bowsette.
Oh shit.
And they were like, yes. You understand you understand the current Nintendo culture. You're in.
I thought when you said he put the crown on his head, I thought you meant the bird VR thing.
That too.
Okay, Brian, I believe you have another story to remind us that the world is dark and full of terrors.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I really feel like we had a lot of fun there, and now I'm going to ruin it. So you guys, who here has heard of Dwarf Fortress?
Nope.
I heard about it this week.
That's a lie. I
once
have
tried
heard
to
of that.
play it.
I've seen it on the shelves at stores.
No, what?
When did you?
No, I'm thinking of another game that's just called Dwarf. Never mind.
Okay.
What's a Dwarf Fortress? Is it like that, but not?
It's
Dwarf Fortress is an incredibly intimidating but really, really interesting game.
yeah.
Is it going to retain that status after the story you're about to deliver?
Yes.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
this
okay.
story will not
No.
change Dwarf Fortress.
Okay.
It doesn't make the developers look bad in any. It's not like the developers are bad people or something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Continue.
Dwarf Fortress, which is a game which has long fascinated people both close to Dwarf Fortress and far from Dwarf Fortress, is coming to Steam and coming to itch with new graphics and new sound design. It's also going to get mod support.
So, like, just to give a little background, like Dwarf Fortress, it's free online right now. You just download it, and you can donate directly to the developers of the game. And I think they have Patreons. That's right now how they're making any sort of money on it.
Yes.
And so the game looks like it's like ASCII art, basically.
Yep.
It's really simple and basic, and there are a lot of mods out there right now you can download. Like, so when I first built my PC in 2015, I downloaded Dwarf Fortress because I heard so much about it, and I downloaded a bunch of mods, but I could never really understand what was going on at any point. But from what I understand, this coming to Steam here, they've really actually put like a fresh coat of paint on it and made it kind of a little more accessible in that way. Just looks wise, I mean, the game itself is the same, but it's not got that same art anymore. They have like new art, which is really cool.
Yeah. With the Steam release, Dwarf Fortress will carry its Fortress, Adventurer, and Legends mode onward. Fortress is the basic, the base mode. When people say Dwarf Fortress, they're usually talking about this. Where you command a team of dwarves as they mine toward their eventual doom, maybe pick up a few cultural hobbies that you cultivate along the way. Adventurer allows you to explore a generated world as a single hero in an RPG. And Legends mode gives you the opportunity to be historian and read the history of the world and your place in it. So, like, you're essentially like an archaeologist uncovering the history of a world in Legends mode.
Ooh,
The
that sounds
reason
really
for the
cool.
move to Steam and itch, and here it comes, guys, is some of the creators' close family members have developed serious health issues within the past 6 months, and money to support them is tight. So it's coming to Steam and itch because of the failures of the American medical system. As it is a sensitive and difficult matter, please respect Tarn and Zach's privacy about this, but keep some well wishes in your heart for them, says the FAQ published by the publisher Kitfox. Due to rising healthcare costs as well as the uncertain structure of Patreon, because Patreon is also a shit show, they've decided that it was time for them to have additional means of support. Kitfox will also be taking 20% instead of 30%, which is the usual publisher pay cut. Dwarf Fortress has been famously pointed to as a key inspiration for Minecraft, but it has a legacy of its own. Obviously, beyond inspiring other games, Dwarf Fortress was one of the first games to be acquired by the Museum of Modern Art's History of Video Games exhibit. So many feelings.
This one is tough to grapple with, you know, because I saw the announcement on Twitter and I was like, what the fuck? Dwarf Fortress is coming to Steam? That's weird. And wait a minute, that looks like art. What's going on here? So I click the thing and then I start. It's a Google Doc. The message isn't like the PR response like thing, and I like open it up and I'm reading it and I see something about healthcare and I'm like, huh, that's. And then you read the whole message and you're like, damn, like that's a bummer, you know, like. It's great that they're putting their game out on new platforms, but it's like the fact that the reason they're doing this is because of, I mean, the situation they're in. Like it's ridiculous, the state of of our healthcare system in this country.
Yup. Feel bad, everybody. But once you're done feeling bad, maybe think about buying Dwarf Fortress on itch. Because Dwarf Fortress is a important, fascinating game, and it'd be kind of cool to help these folks right now. And if you do it on itch, then you're not giving Valve money. This show has feelings about Valve. And these folks have to rely on the weird nightmare that is Patreon just a little less. Man, way to bring the vibe down, Brian.
You just yelled that at yourself. Fuck.
I did.
Okay.
Feelings?
This sucks. For reasons beyond, you know, the personal. Like, they're definitely, like, it sucks that, the Devs family is going through some health problems, and, like, collectively, which is, like, a huge deal. But also the fact that it's more difficult for him to take care of them to the point that he has to take a free game and make it paid and, like, work with people like Steam, like, just to try to take care of their own family. Like, that really sucks, you know? Especially since they had a thing going through Patreon, and, like, they just try to, like, this money just isn't enough. It is lame that they're also getting a lower pay cut. I know why. It's because, like, the game's already been out and whatnot.
The publisher is so the developer is the one who's having family problems. So the developer, there's a couple, I don't remember all their names, but I believe Tarn and Zach are the two mentioned in the press release. So I think it's like the publisher is taking less of a cut, so that way then the developers can get more of a direct cut from the purchases. Yeah, that was what that was saying. Yeah,
I misunderstood that. My bad.
Yeah.
Jeez, gotta fix
Yep.
healthcare, guys.
Yep. Rocky, do you have something exciting to share?
Potentially. So PS4 has had a functionality called Remote Play, where if you're away from your PS4, you can essentially remotely connect to it as long as your PS4 is connected to the internet, and using a PC or a Mac, you're able to access your library and play games on your PS4 as if you're in front of it. It's also used as like a light streaming solution. If people don't have like a webcam or USB webcam, but they have one, say, on a laptop, and they'll just connect via Remote Play. That way they can play through the system with their camera, albeit with a little bit of lag. That functionality, Remote Play, is now on iOS. So you can use your iPhone and iPad to access your PS4 library and play your PS4 games. It's similar to the PC and Mac system, but the difference is that you can't connect a DualShock controller to your iOS device, which is still weird, because, I mean...
I think this was on Android as well.
Oh, is it actually on Android?
I think it might have already been on Android.
Oh, okay.
Now it's coming to iOS, which is interesting, but yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. But my beef is that, you're not able to use DualShock controllers, and, DualShock controllers do work off of Bluetooth technology anyways. It's just that, Sony doesn't want to open that information to other, companies and whatnot, so you don't get the cross functionality. Instead, what you'll be able to use is an on-screen PS4 controller.
Good.
That has simulated buttons for everything except the analog sticks, start and share buttons, and the touchpad. So,
I saw a picture that Khalif Adams from Spawn on Me posted where he was playing Devil May Cry 5. And it looked, I don't know, just like all these buttons on screen, and it just looked bad. I wouldn't want to play any games like that, but I'm sure some people might want to. Right?
I think it depends on the game. I don't think any AAA stuff is really going to be that well on it. But, stuff that are, side-scrolly or even, top-down isometric. Because, I mean, I remember when I got my first smartphone, day 2, I was running Fire Emblem and, Pokemon Fire Red on it.
Right, that was the whole thing with everyone. And when they got Androids, they're like, yo, we got an emulator on our phone.
Yeah, and, that ran with on-screen buttons, and that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it's a little different, though, right?
Yeah, it's definitely different. But, games that don't require, really precise inputs or even, really tight control would probably be a good idea to use on that. Also, the fact that it's accessible on, iPhones and iPads might be a good thing. Because, especially, I know that older people, they're not always, super down to, mess around with, complicated game mechanics. And, handing them an iPad and then letting them play something like Iconoclast could be something that they'd really enjoy.
Oh, really
so,
cool.
I think it's good for accessibility. More people will be able to interact with the PS4. It's not as robust as, the Microsoft option, which is, disappointing. But Sony's just been continuously disappointing for the past 2 years and such. So, it's good that they're opening up, but it's always less than we really hope for. Oh, sorry, there was other information here. Sony also noted that the app may not be compatible with some games, likely due to control restrictions, and that it can only be used with a Wi-Fi connection. Oh, so you can't even hotspot? Shit. Alright, whatever. But players can otherwise boot up PS4 Remote Play to display and control a PS4's system screen on a mobile device, join voice chats with the device's microphone, and enter text with the device's built-in keyboard.
That's not bad, man. A lot of times I'm laying in bed and I'm just fuck, I left my controller over on my desk and I'm watching Netflix and I want to turn it off or do whatever. If I can just from my phone be hit that rest mode.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's actually going to work out like that, though.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it based on this initial information that we have, it doesn't seem like it's super clean. I might mess around with it this week. Well, I have an Android, but I know my mom has an iPad, and she's been gaming a little bit more lately. Let her know about the app, see what we can actually turn up. Yeah, sorry. Didn't lift the mood. Like, I'm still, like, weighed down by the weight of the American healthcare system.
Yep.
And its chronic failures. I'm sorry.
I have some non-news that I could go into before I go into my news.
Sure, let's give it a
What do you
shot.
got, Tegan?
My non-news is that on the Nintendo Switch, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild has been in the top 20 in Japan since its release. It's still in the top 20.
That sounds about right.
You're right, Tegan. That's not news.
I know,
It doesn't sound like
but
news
it's
to me.
good.
It is good.
But
Oh,
yeah, I
man.
could do some news. So, like,
Okay.
What you got?
Discord's changing up verified servers with new community tools.
So what are verified servers versus like? Is that a new? They didn't have that before, or is that new now?
I believe it is new.
Okay, let me check out this blog. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So developers can receive access to store channels and news channels for a small fee, and once they're approved, they can also receive a verified checkmark, which will give you vanity perks, and your server will appear in the server discovery thing. So Discord was saying, quote, "We've learned that devs want to avoid the friction and cost of a traditional storefront by selling directly to their community. So you can now create a sort of channel within your server where anyone can get your game. Moreover, we've learned that developers want better insights for their games. These insights allow developers to optimize their game development, marketing campaigns, and community activations, which ultimately make better game experiences for players. So, some analytics are already live, and some are coming soon for developers making use of our commercial tools. Use these insights to understand how much salt you need to add to your gazpacho." What's a gazpacho? Oh, a gazpacho. I can't read. I don't even know what that is anyway.
Gazpacho
it's
is
like a soup.
A soup? Why would you add salt into soup?
What do you mean? Why would you not add salt into?
You don't put the salt in initially and you let everyone salt to their own personal taste.
This
No.
is how we start the Salt Wars.
Listen, salt
No.
needs. Wait,
Salt is not required in any
no,
cooking.
it's 100%
No.
required.
Tegan,
Fucking God.
Tegan, we can't do the seasoning wars. Not today. Not today. Come on.
Season Wars.
What do you mean salt is? What is this?
You don't need to add salt into your soup. You can wait until everyone's served it. Because what if you have somebody who can't have any salt in their diet? And you're still serving them. You just wait. Just wait. You don't need to add the salt right away. Calm down. Calm down, sir. Calm down. Another big brain thing we've learned is that developers are using Discord to run early tests of their games to small audiences, continues Discord on their blog. These alpha and beta groups then turn into the foundation of healthy communities that are hyped about a game and geared up to purchase on launch day. Yay! And finally, Discord engineers have built and released a swath of tools designed to make development itself easier. By accessing the Discord Game SDK, developers will gain access to time-saving solutions covering everything from cloud saves to voice chat to networking and lobbies. Yay!
Yeah, I was just looking at some I just posted one in the chat, but I was looking at this blog post. They've got all these charts and stuff of revenue and acquisitions from external referrals and tracked UTM links, and it seems like they've got a whole bunch of tools in here that are really like just get down into it for the devs and allow them to
That's nice.
like she said add salt to the game gazpacho. God, that's annoying.
Oh man, I can't believe that like this blog post actually had another big brain thing we've learned. Like that's a phrase used on purpose. It's
A
amazing.
big brain thing we learned. Yay!
I like that. This one is pretty funny. There's a little image here, and it's like it's a little conversation between two people talking about a game, or one person's like, "Oh, I haven't got this game. Have you played this game? It's so good." The other person's like, "I haven't got it," and then the other person sends them a gift. Now they've added this gifting system,
Yeah.
and it's like, and the little caption under the picture just says, "Dramatic interpretation of friendship."
That's amazing. No way. No, I'm putting.
I will also accept dramatic interpretation of friendship as a possible caption of that kid's face crammed up that bird's ass.
I will only accept apologies in dramatic interpretations of friendship.
I'm with that. I can respect that, actually.
Oh, man.
Dramatic interpretations of friendship. God.
Rocky, I feel like it's possible that we're asleep at the wheel. I think that Joe asked us something on Twitter.
Oh,
Wasn't it about, like, fucking Wi-Fi hotspots or something? I don't know.
Yup.
damn it. I don't have my Twitter up right now.
Why don't you have your Twitter up? Fail.
I'm opening it. It's fine.
Fail.
I charge my phone.
You're on a computer.
Yeah, I know. I'm opening it on my computer now, but I don't normally Twitter on my computer.
Why not?
Yeah, I don't have an answer for that. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I only Twitter on my computer during class.
Joe. Samuel Jackson.
Oh, all right. Gaming and IT folks.
Oh, right.
Good value to dollar ratio routers for an apartment that has 2 residents and gatherings of 10 plus with Wi-Fi devices regularly at Impossible Coin. Tegan, I don't know about you, but I feel like my cats are completely unequipped to answer this
Yeah,
question.
mine too. The only thing my cats know about routers is you can sleep on them because they are warm.
Yeah, I feel like Gogo and Toshiro give this question one warm router. Gogo also gives this the accidentally turning off the Xbox One's capacitive power button with her tail.
Wow.
Jeez, amazing.
That's a special kind of talent right there.
Backyard hump cats give this one provocative backyard sex.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, because those are yours now.
According to the laws of Ohio.
Yep.
Those cats are yours! You have 2 cats and they're about to have babies. Congratulations. Well, I guess you have 4 cats now.
This is my nightmare.
Congratulations!
How many goddamn
Brian's
babies
gonna be a grandpa!
Cat grandpa.
No,
Man.
not like this.
Just like this.
Oh my god.
Probably where we're at.
Good lord. Would you find people like to know what came out on Steam today?
Sure, man, let's do it.
Well, 94 games came out on Steam yesterday.
Still a little low.
Yeah. We've definitely had worse on this show. 5 games are out so far today.
Mm-hmm.
First up is Tricky Cat
Sure.
for 59 cents.
Okay.
It's Tricky Cat.
Help this cute cat jumping on tiles, but don't fall down. Help this crazy cat to the next level by jumping on all the tiles, but beware, you can't jump on them again while stepping off. If all the tiles are gone, the portal brings you to the next level up here. If you fall off the screen, you'll get respawned and you get a second chance. The game is set in a colorful world. While advancing the game, we'll get more complicated level layouts. Later levels have more additional mechanics like a rotating spike tile and a teleport tile too. And yes, Rocky, I've already checked the graphics requirements. It's nothing weird.
Okay, I figured.
I am not sure what this garbage is about, but it is a 59-cent ass puzzle platformer. So I don't even know what maybe this was a mobile game? I don't know. It's also being sold in this game has an excessive number of achievements.
There it is.
It is being sold in a bundle called the Achievements Bundle.
There it is. Yep.
For $4.63.
Oh, that's such a weird number. I don't know why I'm mad about that number, but I am.
It's fair, Rocky. You could be mad about the number. Next up is Tree Simulator 2020.
Oh my god, game of the year. Let's get it.
Description. It's exactly what it sounds like. You are the tree. You are equaled by no other. Relax and be the best tree you can be.
The best tree I can be.
Against all odds, be a tree with no responsibilities other than to exist. Made with entirely green, organic, FDA compliant, and all locally sourced code. No animals harmed during testing. Meditation has never stood so tall. Prepare for a deeper understanding of what it is to be a tree. A true work of art. And I think that this is just some Unity assets, and then just like a tree. So
I think it's just it's a tree with some lighting simulation.
Yep. So
It's just like a guy put a tree in a thing, and then he wrote a script to generate day-night.
So fuck him.
I have a question.
Good for him. Yes.
Why is it Tree Simulator 2020? It's not 2020.
Look,
No, that's how they do it. That's marketing.
Rocky,
man.
are you looking forward or are you looking into a bird's ass?
Okay. Alright. I guess this guy's living in 2020. He's already a tree.
Yeah. Next up is Emir, which is an early access game, because of course it is. It appears to be a 4X game. It's a city builder. I feel this has got like a... I'm looking at this thing, and Sasha, are you getting a "this game was on Kickstarter" vibe off of this?
I'm trying to see, which one is this? Emir?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, this one is?
Yeah, this is setting off my Kickstarter alarms. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's a 4X multiplayer strategy game combined with a city builder where each player develops a civilization of pigmen starting at the Stone Age.
Yes, this... All right, I'm just going to sate my curiosity right now. Emir... Kickstarter...
Oh, it's a one-man project. It's a one-man project I've been developing on my own for many years now. This game is quite complex for one person to manage and has a very large scope, combining things like multiplayer, city building, procedural worlds, battles, and 4X elements. Goddamn, dude. That's not scope. That's everything. That's every kind of thing. Learn how to... I don't know. This is what I mean... this guy has something to show for it, but I mean,
yeah, like I'll say this: like, we look at a lot of games in what came out on Steam today, and a lot of times they look like complete dog shit. This does not look like complete dog shit. In fact, if you're into this kind of thing, it looks pretty okay.
Yeah.
God, that sounds like the most unringing endorsement ever. Next up is War Theater. Oh, yeah, I pulled it up, and I was immediately like, this looks like an arcade distillery game. Look, and I was like, yep, this is arcade distillery. This guy's work has got such a, like, distinct look. I see this guy's artwork, and I immediately am like, yep, it's that guy. It's like it reminds me like of the animated sequences from like Monty Python movies, and I always just feel like he rushes his games out. He like, I feel like this guy's work would be a lot better with, like, 6 more months in a laboratory, but he's just like, I gotta get it out. And it's like mainly like one dude. I can't remember what his name is. Like Luke, Gaston, like, oh shit. I'm gonna feel bad if I can't remember this guy. If I'm gonna dunk on him, I better.
His name
arcade
is
distillery
Luc Richard
guy.
Bahamute.
Come on, dude. What's your name? Yeah, because like they finally got me. He finally got me when he announced Skull Pirates. I was like, Skull Pirates seems neat. I'll throw money at this Kickstarter. You finally got me. Let's see here. All right, fuck it. I'll find out later. And then lastly, we have Space Mining Clicker. Become the director, manage your mining facility, and try to make profit when surviving the geopolitical storm opposing the two biggest factions. Is this just a clicker? Is this a clicker?
Probably, right? Clicker's in the name.
Yeah. Clicker or idle. As a good director, you may manage to collect some resources automatically, but take care. This planet is not a welcome place for you and your mechanical workers. One bad event where the director is not in his chair may condemn the complete facility. Yeah, it's a clicker. Ooh, you can watch the numbers go up.
It's got nice art on the store.
Yeah. It's got a nice clean look to it.
Oh, yeah. Shader's nice. Nice little...
Yeah. And I'm looking at this this trailer, and it sure does look like the numbers go up. Oh, yeah.
I
Looks
do
like there's a
like
whole
it when
row
the
of numbers
go
there
up.
on that right-hand side.
Oh, yeah.
They go up. Ooh, and then there's like...
Ooh,
because whatever side you pick, the other side is there, and so there's a bar that goes back and forth.
Oh, jeez.
Very exciting. Oh, yeah, and it's got idle mode. Ooh. You can just watch the numbers go up. You don't have to press anything.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's cool if it's like my bank account, but like otherwise...
We're gonna get you into clickers, Rocky.
Fuck
We're gonna get
that.
you time.
Oh, come
We're
on.
gonna get you time clickers.
Yeah,
See
I
how
liked
that goes.
Cookie Clicker.
Yeah, cookie clicker.
My
We're
freshman
gonna
year,
get you on that.
freshman year
we're
of
gonna get
college,
you on
I
them
got my
good
floor
clicks.
into Cookie Clicker. I got all these random kids into playing Cookie Clicker on their computers,
Amazing.
and they were just all like, oh, we gotta get all the things. And they all got way more into it than I ever was. I was like, damn, you guys are like actually really like this. I was just like kind of playing it, and it was pretty fun, kind of funny. And then I was showing you guys, and now they're all just like, yeah, man, I got the fucking factory which builds 1 billion cookies per second. And then I have the other one which builds 4 billion cookies every 5 seconds, and it's pretty amazing.
That sounds so amazing.
Oh, man. Those poor kids.
Man. Well, guys, I think that's mostly a show. I do want to, I guess, bring more, hang a lantern on and bring more attention to focus around. Like, hey guys, we should look different in your podcatcher now.
Yeah, we should.
We have
Better.
Yeah.
I saw it, and I was like, holy shit.
We should be
that was
blue.
really nice.
Blue now. Very
Instead of
cool.
Yeller.
I think we look classy,
Very classy.
super extra classy.
Very classy.
Sach, you're a focus group of 1. Do we look super extra classy?
It's very super extra dope and classy.
Wow, so good.
Okay. I like it. The artist who made our new graphic, she's the one who made the Bloody Becky. So
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's awesome.
Someone bought a hoodie, y'all.
Oh really?
Yeah, whoever bought a hoodie, we love you. And
Yeah. So whoever out there is like, I want to rep this hoodie. Like, please be known. Please make yourself known to us. Like, and honestly, if you want to send us a picture of the hoodie, like, you can wear pants too. That's cool.
Please wear pants. Please wear pants.
Please wear pants.
Please wear
God
pants.
damn it.
They don't have to be jeans, but please wear pants. Something that covers your ding dong or your hoo ha or whatever the heck you got down there. Like,
But we would love to, like, if somebody's repping the hoodie, we'd love to, we'd love to see it. And whoever out there was like, got a like, so far, we've sold 1 hoodie, 1 T-shirt, and 1 bumper sticker.
woo!
And they were all to different people, and whoever the fuck you 3 people are, like, I'm glad that I'm glad that there are people who thus far, like, I want to rep my Impossible coin, like, right now. So cool.
I would like to apologize. I got heated when I yelled, please wear pants. That aggression was not directed at you. It's probably directed at Brian for suggesting that you didn't wear pants by default. I will continue this discourse at a later date.
Fair. All right. So yeah, we have merch. You can find links easily from our socials. And Rocky, tell them more about the stuff.
Oh, yeah, sure. So, this is Impossible Coin. It's our show. But you probably already know that by now. If you would like to help us out, we really appreciate reviews. You can leave us reviews on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. There's music at the beginning and end of our podcast, produced by our friend. He's here today, Big Sach.
How you doing?
His work is available on SoundCloud.com/Big Sach NJ, and you can find him on Twitter at Alery_Swank. Our new T-shirt, logo, and hoodies have been designed by Lauren Moran.
Moran!
Again! Do it again.
Do it again!
It's Niku in my head. Okay, our new T-shirt and logo are designed by Lauren Moran. You can follow her on Twitter at Lauren Moran. Buy stuff from her at laurenmoran.bigcartel.com. Once again, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. You can find Brian, myself, and Tegan there, respectively. We are working on a Discord. We'll let you know when that's done. But in the meantime, hit us up there. That's us. That's the show.
All right, y'all. Well, peace.
Bye!
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Later.
I gotta go look at some birds' ass.